The new anthem for the new era. Fins up.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
But throw it up. Throw your foe up in the sky. Throw it up. Let them know that we gon' ride. Where you from? We be reppin' worldwide.
BWA, stay loyal till we die.
But it's the come up. We been down for a minute. This the come up. We been reppin' stay consistent. This the come up. Now the world gotta feel it. Reppin' so loud, whole world gotta hear it.
New era.
Dolphins on the cliz-out. Tick, tick, tiz-out. Till we reach the tiz-out. This a never stiz-out. Reppin' till we drizz-out. So low D, I be rapping with this hip-hop. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix. Ain't no more relying on fits. It's time for Tua to get us lit. That's why we got Waddle at 6 and Jalen Phillips is a brick at 36. We got Javon Hollins, Madden hit stick. Eichenberg protecting hips. 2 whole years and he ain't slipped. Run along, he got that gritter, triple threat, he's so legit. Garner Coleman, Jared Doak for 7th round was such a gift. That's why we toast, that's why we sip, that's why we reppin' MSM. Miami sports music, don't confuse it, don't abuse it. Unless you want a new contusion, real talk, ain't no illusion. Solo D started a movement, MSM the institution. TD Fins the contribution, yeah, we started a new unit.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
MIAMIDOLPHINs. When do I begin? I've been rapping since a kid. If you rapping, then we can.
BWA, if you reppin', then we can.
Welcome to Persevere. We asking what would Shula do? He would take the narrative and spin it like a hula hoop. He say let it coach flow. Coach flow gon' do his thing and he gon' bring it to it in and to it. Come and change the game. Watch the squad ball out. Got the fans all excited. Coolers out. Grills on. Got the tailgate ignited. It's the Aqua Horse Society. They know we stay united. DWA. We be down and start a riot. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Who that?
So low, so low, so low.
Tight as hell. You feel me? But that's how we put it down. We put it down every time. When it's time to show up for the fans, we out here. You dig?
They know it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah, with it, man. Let's go. DWA, man.
Hard times, can't stop me cause I'm all grind. Can't block me cause I'm gon' shine. Do the greatest shit of all time. I'm feeling like I'm shooting. Play perfect like I'm shooting. Put working like I'm shooting. Undefeated like I'm shooting. Play perfect like I'm strategize. Stay corporate with a savage side. It ain't about winning, it can't have my time. I got no time, I only focus on the bottom line. I gotta grind. Strategize. Stay corporate with a savage side. It ain't about winning, it can't have my time. I got no time, I only focus on the bottom line. I gotta grind like Shula. Playing for perfection like Shula. Running with the winners, no losers. We are not the same, don't confuse us. We are not the same, don't confuse us. Playing for perfection like Shula. Running with the winners, no losers. We are not the same, don't confuse us. Don't confuse us. Hard times, can't stop me cause I'm all grind. Can't block me cause I'm gon' shine. Do the greatest of all time. I'm feeling like I'm Shula. Play perfect like I'm Shula. Put working like I'm Shula. Undefeated like I'm Shula. Play perfect like I'm Shula. Hard times, can't stop me cause I'm all grind. Can't block me cause I'm gon' shine. Do the greatest of all time. I'm feeling like I'm Shula. Play perfect like I'm Shula. Put working like I'm Shula. Undefeated like I'm Shula. Play perfect like I'm Shula. Who that?
So low. So low.
Rest in peace, Don Shula. Still perfect.
Hey, what's up? Y'all know who it is, man. It's the Dolphins D. We already in here. Ready to turn up this year. We gon' get it.
Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium.
We gon' defend. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. We gon' defend. Remember he say his squad. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. We gon' defend. Remember he say his squad. I got the whole squad with me now. Train to go. Come play games if you want to. Try to crash eyes, you done took the wrong route. We gon' crash you like a stunt dude. Check y'all like 1, 2. Tap your head like your uncle. You wanna ride, stay buckle. It get loud down here, get wild down here. Time to feel the jungle. Never disrespect the squad that's defended by a line. And some beats on the feast on the opposition. Another line in the back, singing to the ER. Just in case you got through the first line with tripping. But if for some reason it get crazy, I got watchers on the corner for my safety. Everybody here well coached. Change the weather under pressure, stay cool. I got AC. Woo! But we still make heat. Woo! Was you trying to play me? We be 3+ AD, but I'm a fool so low. Can't never do great beat. Be great, only way to do great things. Hit hard, only way to make a statement. Come up in our territory, make a payment. Or be in debt with your neck, gotta play. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. We gon' defend. Remember he say his squad. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. We gon' defend. Remember he say his squad.
I hit them boys. We throw them toys. That's saying that QB. We them boys. We the realest. We go gorillas. We out here, homie. You gon' feel us. Don't make me come down. Get in that box. Like I'm red. I'll knock your socks. Won't play y'all boys. Cause we some bullies. We'll take your cookies. Cause y'all some rookies. I'm in the building. Me and Shot Jones. We do lane. We don't play zone. We play that man. So guard your hands. I see your eyes. You're scared, man.
We gon' defend. Homie, this side. We gon' defend. Remember he say his squad. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. We gon' defend. Remember he say his squad.
Hey guys, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy, Stephen D., and we are live on the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Super excited to be hanging out with y'all today. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. Got a lot of stuff I want to talk to you all about, but I got to do some housekeeping stuff before we get this party and train started here on this Wildin' Out Wednesday. Number one, hey, make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe. Whatever it is that you can do, just do it. Make it happen. Make it happen. All right, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's go. Also, if you guys want to sign up, become a member today. We got plenty of seats at the table waiting for you. Sign up, become a new YouTube member today. The link is in the description below. So make sure you guys do that. Also, if you guys want to donate to the channel and help the channel grow, there are plenty of different ways to go about doing it. The 3 best ways to do it are using the YouTube Live Super Chat, which is the $ down at the bottom of the chat. That's the first way, right? Make sure you guys do that, okay? The second way and the third way is for you guys to use PayPal and Cash App. You guys can use MSM Podcast Network on PayPal. You can also use the Cash App, which is $ MSM Podcast Network. I don't care if it's $1. It goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. There's a lot of cool things that we want to do for this coming up year. And we got a lot of cool stuff on the way and on the horizon for you. So make sure you guys do that. Donate to the channel. It goes to helping the channel grow. Tail Greeter, an amazing sponsor of our show. If you guys want to hang out for the very last game of the season over at East 32 Dolphins Tailgate, make sure you go to tailgreeter.com or download the app today. Tailgate is definitely the best way for fans to express their love and passion for their team and city. And when you guys go to tailgreeter.com, you guys can get access to the best tailgates around and hang out with your DolFan Nation, DolFan brothers and sisters in the community. Your Fins family, your Fins, what do we call them? Family and Fin-laws. So make sure you guys do that. Good morning, everybody. I'm super excited that y'all are here. Want to remind y'all, too, while y'all are doing that, hey, make sure you follow me at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Go on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow me up there. I love Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter all the time. Big Twitter person, so make sure you do that. Hey, make sure you guys hit me up on Twitter. Got a lot of things that I love to talk about up there, and I do a lot of great retweets and always doing good stuff. So make sure you guys do that. All right. Now that I got out the way of Clock Blockers, the home of the #1 Miami fan morning show on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network, we got a great show lined up for you today. Why is that? Because we are just hanging out with you all today. Big shout out to 1234 Eps already donating to the swear jar. Or maybe that's yesterday's swear jar money. But that's pretty funny. Also want to give a big shout out to everybody that's in the chat this morning. Pete is already here. He donated a few bucks in here this morning. Thank you, Pete, for donating on the super stickers. Love when you do that, brother. Appreciate that. I want to give a good morning to A-Rod, Alan M. What's up, Alan M? Alan M always hitting me up on social media, man. Great guy. Chef Zhu is in the building. Who else we got up in here this morning? We got A-Rod. We got Trucker Sean. Saxman J. Will is in the building. Alexander Renee Diaz. Manolo. Manolo. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but I appreciate it nonetheless. A lot of fun. 1234 Eps is in the building. Who else we got up in here today? I don't want to forget. Kristalakis, the best last name in the business and on the panel. We got, who else? We got Lance McDonald. Lance. MCJB, Black Dolphin is in the building. Chase One is in the building. Flipside Fishing. Flipside, did you get a package? Definitely want to make sure you all did. Lance McDonald says, hit that like button. Like it. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. I want to make sure I don't forget anybody here before I get going into everything. Level 2 noob in here every morning. Frank Mendez, Toby Dallaire, Stetson O. What else? We got Rodolfo, Bones. We got the TPP CEO in the building. Danny Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, is here. For those of you who don't know, the Positive Porpoise is such an amazing platform. And Danny's kind of even putting it in right now. Wasn't in our favor, but TPP's Fan Fest 2 in Nashville raised over $6,000 for the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, baby. Everybody needs to give a big shout out to Danny Johnson. They are absolutely amazing over there. Just a bunch of great guys. Just a bunch of great individuals. Before I went out with COVID, by the way, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I finally got a doctor's appointment lined up because I haven't been able to get quite 100% back to normal yet, and been having a lot of pain in my back and my lower back, my legs. But aside from all that, I had a thing going around that we had almost filled up, and we were 4 slots away from filling it up. So let me actually bring it up here because I don't want to forget it. That's the first thing I don't want to do. Where's it at? Where is it at? Give me a second. I'll try to bring it up here because I don't want to forget it from you guys. Clock blockers. There we go. Hold on. I'm trying to bring it up for everybody. Ooh, I love when stuff just doesn't always is not where it's supposed to be. Don't you love when that happens? It's not where it's supposed to be. Because I haven't really promoted it in about 2 weeks. So I just want to make sure that it is definitely promoted. Yeah. So anyways, I'm giving away 2 big things. A Frank Gore autograph jersey and a Ricky Williams 8x11 autograph photo. And we had 50 slots to fill up. Okay. And they're $25 per slot. We had 4 slots left before I went out on the break, and those slots were never filled. So I want to get those slots filled up today. That's the first thing I want to do. So make sure if you guys donate to the channel, it's great because a portion of all the money that's raised from that is going to go towards TPP, is going to go towards Danny Johnson and the Positive Porpoise and the Dolphins Cancer Challenge for their run. I don't have the thing up, and I wish I did. But yes, yeah, make sure you guys do that. So, matter of fact, give me 1 second. Let me go grab it, and I will show it to you. So give me 1 second. You guys talk to each other in the chat. Give me 1 second. And I'm back. All right. All right, I'm back. Here we go. This was, here we go. Frank Gore autograph jersey. And it has the JSA certification with it. That's first place. That's what first place is going to get. Second place is going to get this pretty awesome photo autographed of Ricky Williams and the Heisman. And it also has a JSA certification to go along with it. Okay? So make sure you guys do that. Okay? There's 4 slots left. I tell you what, as long as we get at least the 4 slots filled up, if you want to donate $25 or more today, $25 or more to the channel, you will get entered into the raffle. We have 4 slots left at minimum. Okay? So make sure you guys do that. All right, so $25 per slot. A portion of all the money raised, we're sending to TPP. Okay? So make sure you guys do that. I think it's a pretty awesome thing. If you guys do it on PayPal or Cash App, which I'm putting the links in the chat, I will give you an extra entry for free into it. Okay? There are 4 slots left, but if we get 10 more slots today, I will add all the 10 people in there. Okay? So make sure you guys do that. It's an awesome, awesome giveaway that we're doing, as well as raising money for a great cause, raising money for the channel, and also raising money for Dolphins Cancer Challenge through TPP, through the Positive Porpoise. So make sure you do that because, yeah, I'm going to send some money their way, and it'll be a great cause. So, Danny, if you're still watching, get in the chat and say, tell them to donate. It's a great cause. And, yeah, we'll do some good stuff with it. It'll be good. All right. Now that we got all that out the way, now that I've done all that, let's see here. What else I got this morning? So there's a couple of things that I want to talk about. First thing I wanted to talk about, be perfectly honest with you, is Dolphins Twitter. Why do I want to talk about Dolphins Twitter this morning? So a lot of people, a lot of people here know I love Twitter. Twitter is like my favorite social media platform. And one of the things that I think is really, really cool about it is just seeing everybody's take on the Miami Dolphins future and how things are done this morning. And I always find it interesting when personalities, famous people kind of get involved in it, right? So there's a actor by the name of Josh Gad. Maybe you've heard of him. For those of you who have kids, I know you've heard of him because he's, I want to say, isn't he Olaf in Frozen? But anyways, big fan of a lot of stuff that he does. But he is a famous Miami Dolphins fan. And so it's always funny when you see, you said donate. The fan base has raised over $158,000 in 2 years. Show that love. TPP CEO. I appreciate it, Danny. Thank you, man. I'm writing for TPP for DCC. Great job, Steven, and all that entered. Fins fans for life. Yeah, so, hey, guys, 4 slots left. Or actually, Darren just said he sent $25 through Cash App. So 3 slots left. But, again, if you donate, if there's 10 people that donate today, I'll put in however many. 3 left. So let's get as many donations as we can in of $25 or more today and get you entered to win the Frank Gore jersey and everything. Okay. So anyways, back to what I was talking about from the standpoint. Josh Guy said, under no circumstances should the Miami Dolphins of Brandon Brian Flores, the season he did the impossible. He deserves another year at the very least. I always find it funny when famous people talk about the Miami Dolphins. One of those people that you see a lot is Darius Rucker, who I'm a huge fan of. I would love to have him on the show one day. And there are lots of other people that are there too. So I'm just interested when you guys are on Twitter or on social media or in pop culture. There was a new movie that just came out recently in the last couple of months on Amazon, and it's about the future and aliens. Cannot think of the name of it, but it has my man from Guardians of the Galaxy. Why can't I think of his name? Anyways, they reference the Miami Dolphins in the movie and how bad they are, even in there. But I always find it funny that when the Dolphins are referenced in pop culture, it's great. Tosh.0 is another person who loves the Miami Dolphins. I'm interested to know what are your thoughts about, famous people and being fans of the Dolphins or seeing the Dolphins in pop culture. Dolphins fans love Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, right? Tomorrow War, Krista Laka said. That's right. That's the name of the movie. It's great. Trick Daddy Dollars, he's another person. You got to remember, Trick Daddy Dollars had a hip-hop album 20 years ago where I want to say it was Sam Madison on the front. He was wearing a 29 jersey, if I'm correct. Was it Sam Madison, Patrick Surtain jersey? But yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's really, really cool. So, but I thought it was really cool that Josh Gad obviously referenced this on Twitter. And Omar Castro said, whatever happened to Tosh.0? I have no idea whatever happened to Tosh.0, but I always find it funny that, if you watch some of the old Tosh.0, he would wear Dolphin stuff. Talk about how bad they were, what it's like to be a Dolphins fan, and always that funny. Alexander said, yeah, it was a Sam Madison jersey, Thugs R Us album, right? Great album. Right. And that's one of the things that drew me to Solo D. Right. The Homicide Hunter, Joe Kendra, is a cool show. Main character is a Finn fan from the NorCal Dolphin Club. The Homicide Hunter. I don't know that show. Godfather. Shake Money said, I just Googled it. It was the same medicine. I think you mean Sam Madison jersey. Baby, cause I'm a thug. 1, 2, 3, 4 F's talks about. Batman's Pop said Tosh.0 loves all South Florida sports. He does. He's a good guy. But then you have people like who's the guy who redid the Dolphins fight song? And is the rapper. Cannot think of his name for the life of me. I'm having a brain fart this morning. Help me out. Who redid the Dolphins fight song that we used for like 2 years and thought it was trash and never redid it again? T-Pain. Everybody said T-Pain. T-Pain, I enjoy T-Pain. Like, I've seen interviews of him. I think he's a cool guy, but he is not a Dolphins fan. That man has repped the New England Patriots. He's rapped for the New England Patriots. And I can't condone anything that man has done because of that. And Rick Ross Rick, you didn't hear it from me, but you heard it from me. Rick Ross was going to be on the remix to TPP CEO says, $25 sent through PayPal, brother, but put TPP in that raffle, please, and thanks for all that you do. No, Danny, thanks for all that you do, brother. I appreciate it. Guys, there's 2 more slots left, but again, if there's 10 people that sign up, I'm going to put all 10 people in today. The minimum is 2 more, so we have 2 more slots. $25 or more gets you entered to win the Frank Gore autographed jersey, as well as the Ricky Williams autographed 8x11. A portion of all the money raised, we're going to send over to TPP, which is great. And we're going to do some really cool stuff with that. And we're going to do that. Rick Ross is a traitor too, Estefan said. Yeah, 100%. T-Pain had too much auto-tune. Bad Bruno does a punk version of. We've had Bad Bruno on this show before. Shout out to Bad Bruno. Bunch of great guys from Cali, from out there in California. I always like it because you see like the Patriots repped all the time in pop culture. You see, all these other teams. So when somebody rocks the Dolphins or showing Dolphins stuff, I'm all about it. And it was funny because growing up in North Carolina, where there was nothing there, and there was no other Dolphins fans when I lived there, all those many, many moons ago, I always found it interesting because one of the things that I always saw was, when a Dolphins fan when somebody wore a Dolphins hat or somebody wore a Dolphins jersey. Like my favorite video for years was Darius Rucker I only want to be with you. The Dolphins make me cry. Because it had Dan Marino in it. Alexander, you missed it this morning. We already referenced Josh Gad and his Twitter this morning. He had a tweet that said, under no circumstances should the Miami Dolphins abandon Brian Flores. The season he did was impossible. He deserves another year at the very least. Come on. Ennis wants to know, am I getting a Kirk Cousins jersey? I will get whatever jersey. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to get a Kirk Cousins jersey. You want to know why? Because the best stuff to get is other fan stuff. So like Positive Porpoise has got clothing. East 32, DWA. You know the best part about buying DWA stuff? We don't ever get traded. We're here for life. DWA for life. So that's why if you go into the link in the description, you'll see a link to all the DWA gear, to the online store. So go buy it. Go support Solo D. That's all Solo D right there. Alexander, way too much information. I was in the shower, didn't it? You forgot Pitbull. Is Pitbull a Dolphins fan, though? He's Mr. 305. I get it. But is he a Dolphins fan? A-Rod is a Dolphins fan. Alex Rodriguez wore the number 13 because of Dan Marino. A lot of people don't remember that. Anthony Rizzo, another baseball player. Big Miami Dolphins fan. Ennis says Ross is going to get hard. I was going to talk about that. So, one of the other things this morning that has been very interesting is seeing all these rumors that Andravia says, if we end up with Kirk Cousins, I swear I'm not going to be a fan anymore, and I'm blocking my parents' numbers from making me a fan of this. NorCal Dolphin Club has shirts, patches, stickers, and coins. NorCal Dolphin will never abandon our fans. Yes, awesome. Johnny Depp and Warren Buffett are Dolphins fans. Yes, they are. 100%. One of the things that thank you, Andrevius, for the $5 donation. One of the other things that I find interesting about this whole Harbaugh situation. So let me kind of put it in perspective. For those of you who don't know, Stephen Ross has an approved deal to have a successor for him to sell the team. Stephen Ross successor. I can't remember the dude's name. I'm trying to find out. But he's a guy from New York. He's a businessman. And it's really interesting because, it's already been approved by the league for like 5 years now. If you guys can remember what the guy's name is, I can't remember what the guy's name who's supposed to be succeeding Stephen Ross. So there's already an approval thing. He's 81 years old. He's already been approved to have a successor. We know who the next owner is going to be. Again, he's not my problem with having different owners that aren't a part of like the family. Believe it or not, I truly think Stephen Ross has tried to do everything to bring a winner to South Florida. I think he's failed in certain aspects of it, but I think his heart is in the right place, right? I think he means well, and I think he wants to win. Wayne Huizenga, I don't know if he ever truly cared if the Dolphins won or lost. That's how I always felt about Wayne Huizenga. But I was young then, so I can't say, from an adult perspective at that time, if I truly thought he was about winning or losing. And we know Joe Robbie was all about winning. And, he was never ever going to get rid of Don Shula. So, you look at that and the question is, the next owner is that person in it to win, or is that person in it to make money? My heart tells me that Stephen Ross wouldn't sell this team to somebody who didn't care about putting a winning product on the field, because he's very passionate about wanting to win. right? So I feel like that'll be the case. The other thing that I find very interesting about this whole situation now, too, is the Harbaugh situation, right? There are rumors stating that Harbaugh is willing to leave Michigan to take an NFL job. If that is the case, you automatically have to put the Dolphins in there, and here's why. Not because Brian Flores deserves to be fired or in any way, shape, or form. I am a Flores fan. I am a supporter of Flores. I think he's on the correct route, in my opinion. But you have to play it into succession because Stephen Ross is on the board at Michigan. Him and Harbaugh are close. He tried to get his brother to come here a year ago or 2 years ago. So you have to understand that Ross is tight with the Harbaughs. And if there's an Harbaugh available on the market, the Dolphins, at the very minimum, are going to be rumored to be in it. At the very minimum. NorCal Dolphin says, Wayne Huizenga was all in. He hired Jimmy and Parcells trying to build a winner. Von 94 says Wayne was a businessman first. Von 954 is young like me. I always thought my perception of anybody who's 30 and younger, if you're 30 and younger, I think your view of Wayne Huizenga was he didn't care about the Dolphins. If you're 30 or older, or 35 or older, because I'm 34. If you're 35 or older, I think the perception, or 40 or older, I think the perception is Wayne did try to build a winner here. Harbaugh will be a reader, Peter North says. Alexander says, Wayne didn't hire Parcells. Trading Hardball for Flores is like trading Watson for Tua. You say stuff like that every week, though. What are y'all talking about? Let's see here. Ross hired Parcells. Did he? Was Parcells part of that? Problem is that Bruce Beals, the planned successor, has said he's a diehard Patriots fan. He just wants to own a team. Is he really now? Is he really? That is so interesting to know. Wayne hired Parcells. Ross bought the team. Parcells left. Interesting. He was cheap. J-Boy, morning, Steven. What's up, J-Boy? Guys, I want to remind everybody, too, we have 2 big slots left or more. If more people donate, that's great. Of the raffle that we're doing, we're giving away a Frank Gore autographed jersey, and we're giving away a autographed 8x11 Ricky Williams Heisman Trophy photo. What do we know about Bruce Beal? Bruce Beal offense. Let's see here. Bruce Beal. He actually is already a partial owner of the Miami Dolphins. And he's a president and general partner for Stephen Ross related companies. So he already has a big, thing with that. So that's interesting to know. Let's see here. I'm just trying to look at everything here, and I'm looking at like websites and news sites off of what people think. The only thing is like in 2016 there was a thing here. Wayne Huizenga owning the team, then Stephen Ross owning it. And now, what is he, 81? Stephen Ross is 81 years old. So I don't know if Gene Perskinian says he might be a great coach someday, but he needs to coach different places. Being under Bill Belichick so long hasn't been good for him. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I think the reason that you see a lot of coaches fail out of Belichick is because they aren't able to take guys with him. Right? But then you go look at other coaching trees and you see why were other people able to succeed. Well, if you go look at some of those, like who's the coach of the 49ers back in the day? West Coast offense. Help me out. Put it in the chat. If you go look at his coaching tree, there's some really good people there. And those people that were on that coaching staff were able to bring people under them with them to their next job. If you look at Belichick, I truly think he's grooming his son, Stephen Belichick, to be the next head coach. And everybody wants to say, who's the OC down there, who was the head coach of the Broncos for a while? Steve Mariucci, Eddie Suarez says, no, not Mooch. The one for Montana and original Steve Young days. I don't know why I can't think of it. Level 2 Noob says Josh McDaniels is the OC. Yeah, Josh McDaniels is the OC for the Patriots. Bill Walsh had a great coaching tree. Right. And I think that is because people that were under his coaching staff were able to take people that were, when you go look at a Belichick disciple, he was anybody who goes that, Vrabel is always considered the one that is the most successful, but Vrabel never coached with Belichick. He just played under Belichick, and so I think that says a lot. I think that is a lot. Who's the head coach of the Lions that just got fired last year? He wasn't able to take anybody with him. McDaniels was never anybody take with him. Flores isn't able to take anybody with him. George Seifert. George Seifert's another, yes, Seifert. Another good one. All right. I'm interested to know what your thoughts are on a lot of the stuff that I've been talking about this morning. The future of the Dolphins ownership. Matt Patricia, Jolie says. Yeah, Patricia. Patricia was never able to take anybody from him. So I think that is part of the reason. Do you think Harbaugh is going to be in play? Interested to know what you think with that. 1, 2, 3, 4 says, going back to music, I smoked and drank with Triple J Palm Beach rapper. I don't know Triple J. All right, let's see here. Let's see who comes in. I put in the chat the link to come on and hang out on Dolphin Chat this morning on Wildin' Out Wednesday. Let me bring in the Tua president himself, Super Gremlin. What's up, baby? How you doing?
What's going on? How's it going?
How are you today, sir?
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's great. It's, life is good over here. We're still depressed. Everybody's still depressed that we missed the playoffs, but hey, we were 1-7. That's all I'm going to say. We were 1-7 at one point, and then this team gave us false hope.
Let me ask you something. As a Tua supporter that you are, Andrevius.
What's up?
And being on Twitter, do you see Dolphin Twitter going like crazy and just like outlandish with some of these statements? Or
Twitter's going wild the past few days.
Dolphins Twitter has been absolutely like
it is
crazy.
Hilarious. They got all these spaces going on, people fighting, people debating. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, the Watson people are starting to backtrack on some of the stuff they said now that they think we're actually going to get Watson. They're like, no, we can't have too high expectations when we get him. And I'm like, no. Y'all said he was going to fix everything. We need very high expectations. Come on, guys.
Let me bring on the man with the best last name in the business, Christolakis. What's up?
Christolakis.
What's up, Christolakis?
Good morning, guys. I'm just here to be Pete's chaperone this morning, just in case he gets too crazy.
Are you on Twitter, Christolakis?
I am, yes.
What are your thoughts about Dolphins Twitter the last week?
I'd say more so that they're just gearing towards Flores getting fired. I think with Gesicki coming out saying that essentially, we didn't have a game plan for a rain type or bad weather situation. I think everyone's now geared just to firing Flores, which is just the wrong move at this time.
Can I say I think people are reading too much into that?
I think so. I think so. I mean, getting rid of Flores right now is not the right move. I mean, we'd be backtracking 10 steps. We got to wait and see what he does next year. Just give him one more year and we'll see.
Yeah, I think Josh Gad's assessment of giving him another year is fair and should be the case. Now, my question to you, Christolakis, is if Jim Harbaugh becomes available, do the Dolphins pull that trigger?
As long as it doesn't mean another rebuild, I can't go through another rebuild with this team. I really can't. I mean, we got to work with the pieces that we got. If he's able to do that, then that's fine. I mean,
so my question to you though is there behind the door conversations being had then? Do you think there's a behind the door conversation with Harbaugh saying, "Hey, look, if you come here, you got to inherit this and take it. You're not going to be able to get your own people. I
think that knowing who Stephen Ross is, yes, there's definitely behind the door conversations. I don't know if necessarily it's about whether they're going to keep the same unit in place, but I can almost guarantee that Stephen Ross is the type of person to have backdoor conversations. I mean, he did it with Watson. I wouldn't be surprised if he did it with Flores. I mean, he's 81 years old. He wants to see a championship before he dies. The guy doesn't spend $100 million on a player facility just to have no playoffs for year after year after year.
I'm with you when you're right, John, because I do not want to see another rebuild. Not for at least another decade.
And let's get something straight. I don't think there needs to be another rebuild. I think that we're 5 or 6 pieces away from really
definitely. I mean, our defense, I've said this time and time again. Our defense is playoff ready. I don't care what anyone says.
It's a top 5 defense. It's a top 5 defense.
I mean, if you want to
I agree.
One linebacker, I mean, that's fine. But at this time, like, other teams would be salivating for our defense. You can't tell me any other playoff team right now that wish that had our defense.
100%. All right, let me bring on my man, Shake Money. What's up, Shake Money?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, it's raining, right? It's going to be raining for a long time, so I'm giving everybody an opportunity to get on aboard the Noah Ark.
The Noah Ark?
Yes.
No, nobody's getting on that ark. I promise you. We will deal with the flood.
Are you talking about
Noah 2022, baby?
Noah Igbenogany?
Yes, sir. 2022 coming up.
Oh my God.
Estefan said, Steven, we're 5 or 6 pieces of fried chicken away. Hey, man, don't be talking about fried chicken like that. I like fried chicken.
By the way, I like to I can't pronounce his name. The guy with the cool name.
Christolakis.
John Christolakis.
All right, Shake Money. Yeah. Listen to me. You ready? We're going to have hooked on phonics time.
All right.
Chris. Lacus.
Christolakis. On his point, he had a backdoor deal with John Harbaugh when Sperano was the head coach. So.
Yep. Yes, he did.
You did?
Yes, he did. He flew all the way to go visit Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, that I knew. 100%. That I knew 100%.
I don't put it past him.
No, he does stuff like this all the time, even though he comes out and says, like, I'm not, like what he did with Watson was the biggest slap in the face to Tua. And I don't like Tua, but that was still wrong for him to do that to Tua. Just to come out and say, he's our quarterback. That's who we're going to continue with. And then meanwhile, he goes to, where did he go, to Texas or Florida just to meet with him face to face?
Yeah, 100%.
I heard they never actually met in person, but they planned to. I heard they never met in person.
I think there were behind the door conversations that were had, which you have to think deep down inside, because of his relationship with Michigan, that is happening. Like, that's going to happen. If and I'm putting this in huge quotations and capital letters, if the rumors are true. And I don't know if they are, because here's the reality. Why would Harbaugh leave Michigan? He's got a great thing going on there right now. And the only reason you leave Michigan is because you want to coach in the NFL, if that's what you want to do. That's it. That's the only reason. All right, let me bring on a couple of other people in here. MCJB, what's up, MC?
What's up, y'all? Good morning.
Good morning, man.
Hey,
what are your thoughts on everything this morning? I'm doing good, man.
My bad. My phone's kind of messing up, man. Forgive the hat, man. I'm wearing the Alabama hat for the national championship. Sorry, I got bad hair.
Andrevius is a huge Alabama fan.
This last week on Tennessee was
Andrevius, roll tide,
brother.
Roll tide, baby. Roll tide.
Roll tide.
Go ahead, MCJB.
So, man, you good? My bad. I'm just a little upset. I don't think Tua played very well. I know Tua didn't play very well, but I think he can still be our franchise quarterback. I'm not going to have this debate again. Please don't have fuss with me.
Hey, just be prepared if you say something for the repercussions that are going to come back.
It's coming. I got your back, though.
Yeah,
I got your back.
man.
I got your back.
Like, what'd you say? We ain't doing this. But I still think we need an O-line. Like, I still do. Like,
yeah, I've said that for a while now. I've said that if you put a good O-line in front of Tua, I think it makes all the difference in the team and in the future moving forward.
Listen, they've been telling me this O-line been playing good.
And people disagree with me with that. But you can't, facts are facts. They are the 32nd ranked worst offensive line. Hold on, MCJB. Go ahead, Christolakis. I'm gonna bring a couple other people on while you're talking.
I was talking to Reason on another panel the other day, and he told me his inside source says, and I don't know, take it with a grain of salt, that they're only going after one offensive lineman this offseason. That's it.
Oh my God. The nightmare will continue. With whatever quarterback we have, the nightmare is going to continue.
If there's not at least 2 new starting offensive linemen next year, I'm going to be upset. And there needs to be 3. Pete equals clicks.
Pete? What's up?
What's up, Steven?
I'm going to talk to you, Pete. That's first off.
I missed you, Pete.
Oh my God, it's been so busy, fellas. I've been trying to catch up here, tidbits, and from here on Larry's show, tidbits there on TD, and I've been able to catch a little bit because everybody's show is so long. But I'm back. Guess what? I'm back like Cam Newton. I'm back like that income tax.
Hey, whoa. Don't say Cam, because as soon as he said that, it all went downhill for him.
Well, listen, you're right. But I'm back. And I'm here to give it to the audience because I have consistently had to argue Tua guys. These guys have bashed me. I don't like to sit here and have to scream with these Tua guys when I have to sit here and try to defend our offensive line. I'm defending these receivers. I'm defending a whole bunch, everything on offense. And I put all the blame on Tua. And why have I consistently put all the blame on Tua? And I have consistently told you guys, he is a simplified quarterback. He limits everyone else on our entire team offensively, okay? This is getting me to the point where my blood boils.
Calm down.
Hold on.
I'm good.
How I've said this consistently, Steven, and everybody in the chat that thinks, Pete don't know football. Explain this to me. How do you fully evaluate an offensive line when the offense is schemed to fit Tua, not nobody else, bro? I've gave you, all of you fans, warnings. Please, Steven, let me roll, bro. Please. I gave all of you fans rolling, bro. No, it feels like you're about to cut me off. I'm watching you, baby. You look handsome and beautiful, and let me roll. But listen, I have consistently told people, why is Waddle running these routes slow? Let him run fast. And it's all because of Tua. Listen to me clearly, guys. Coach Flores has to go. I'm going to tell you guys why. He has to go. I don't like those type of people, okay? People that are sitting here and try to prove a point. Listen to what I'm telling you guys. He kept Tua in that Tennessee game to prove a point. And I don't play that, bro. It's about winning. I don't care who it is. And it's, you guys don't like when I say this, but I'm 100% serious when I say this.
What is he proving, though?
Brissett should have started. From the get-go.
You gotta mute him now, Steve. Steven, you gotta mute him.
Hold on, please, because this is where I'll probably get even louder if you guys don't listen. Listen, this is as simple as math can get. This is as simple as math can get. 1 + 1 is 2, no matter what. Brissett can run a full offense. There is no limitation, sir. I'm not saying Brissett is the best quarterback ever. Listen to me when I talk. Brissett is our quarterback, our backup quarterback on our roster this year. That's why I talk about Brissett. And one thing Brissett doesn't give us is a limited offense. We could run so many play styles, so many formations. We can do so much. Is he elite?
Pete, let me clarify.
No, but I honestly feel we could have won more with Brissett.
Pete, let me ask you a question.
Say no to drugs, kids.
Pete, do you think
Crystal Lockus doesn't even like Tua, and he's saying that.
Pete, do you think that Jacoby Brissett is better than Tua Tagovailoa?
100%, bro.
Oh my God, I can't with you, Pete. I just can't do it.
But how? I'm gonna ask you one more time. If a player is limited and one isn't, how do you compare those two?
Hold on, let me bring in Ennis.
Something real quick. Let me ask something quick. When we were 1-6, who was the quarterback? Who lost those 6 games? I mean, most of those games. It was Brissett.
100%.
Offenses.
Yeah, you're right. 100%. I got Ennis and 1, 2, 3, 4 F's up here. What's up, gentlemen?
Morning.
What's up, y'all?
Do y'all want to respond to our fan favorite, Pete?
I'd love to respond to Pete. I'm 100% on board with Pete. The best throw out of that Tennessee
y'all
game,
must be going to the same
drug dealer. The best throw out of that Tennessee game was when they knew they were going to go deep because they saw something in the defense and they didn't trust Tua to make the throw, so they brought in.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm not going to scream no more because I'm glad I had somebody on my side. Thank you.
Go ahead, Pete. I'm going to let you talk.
Listen, let me ask you guys a question. When quarterbacks make their money, where do they make their money when they consistently hit what? What down? What is the most important down?
Third down, Pete.
Third down.
Everybody's in agreement. I need some head shaking.
Yeah, third down, bud.
Everybody agrees with that, right?
When I saw them bring in Jacoby to make that long ball,
I've been telling you guys since the beginning of the season and going back to last year. Why do we take Tua out on third downs? This guy is not trusted.
Well,
you cannot. His limitations is the reason why.
Yep.
And I have to tell you and argue with all you guys. But the difference between me and a lot of other people is I see what it is. You guys see what it's hope. I understand the hope, but it's just sad. It's sad that I have to go through this.
No, Pete's right. A coach doesn't take out a starting QB that you picked 5th overall in the draft on 3rd and 1 to throw a deep ball to Waddle and put in his backup unless he doesn't believe in him. Jacoby. Hold on. At this juncture, Jacoby Brissett's better than Tua.
Listen. I'm not saying Flores believes in Tua. I don't believe Flores believes in Tua. But Tua is absolutely 10 times the player Brissett is. We watched Brissett for 5 games.
Do you think Tua could have made that throw?
Y'all gotta stop.
Jacoby threw a dart. Jacoby threw a dime to Waddle he should have caught. Do you think Tua would have made that throw? Absolutely not.
Yes.
Actually, Tua did make that throw.
Texans game.
He made that throw in the same game. What are you like? What are y'all doing here?
And they caught that.
He did. He literally made the throw.
No, he threw a 20-yarder. He didn't throw it. He didn't throw a ball.
It was a 40-yard pass.
50-yard pass. What are you talking about?
He threw a corner route to Waddle. He didn't throw. Jacoby threw it in the breadbasket in
Hold on,
stride,
guys.
but
No,
Waddle
it
didn't
wasn't
catch it.
even nowhere near his in the.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4 F. It was a 45-yard
nowhere
pass.
near
What do you
him.
like? What do you?
Look, that pass. Listen, guys, that pass to Waddle. Yeah, Tua hit it. Do y'all know how long?
I can't believe that we're arguing about a pass like that.
No,
like,
listen,
like that's
listen.
not
No.
even what the problem is.
Tua did hit a 40-yard pass in the game on that little corner route. He did. But go look at it. It took forever to get there. Come on.
It's like every time he throws a deep ball, every time he throws a deep ball,
it looked like a hang time punt,
yeah,
bro.
Every time he throws a deep ball, Steven, it looks like he's about
we
to
literally
take a
not
dump,
in the
man.
playoffs, and you guys are not realizing it's Tua, bro. And you guys are gonna bash me over this Brissett.
I know it's Tua,
bro.
but you can't sit there and tell
I can't
me that
stand Flores, bro. We could have beat the Titans. You're telling me Coach Flores could not have changed it up after halftime? I'm sorry, man. This is why I can't. I get so upset, man.
How many games did Brissett win, and we think Brissett's just going to be the difference maker? How many games he won?
In all honesty,
let's be honest. He played like 6 games.
None of that, man.
You don't remember the Ravens game?
He played 6 games this season.
Hold on, Christolakis. Hold on. All right. First of all, let me Cap for life. Take yourself off mute. I put you on mute. And what's up, Cap?
Good morning. Good morning. I just it's refreshing to know a lot of people like to go swimming in the river of denial so early in the morning.
and just to clarify, you are a Pete supporter.
I support Pete, but as far as some takes he has, some takes I have. That's how life works. But to bash this man when he said from the rip what was gonna happen, I give this man kudos, man, and I suggest all of you to.
You got to take a round of applause for Pete. You got to take a round of applause for Pete because everybody called Pete crazy.
Okay,
and let me tell you, Pete was right.
Eps.
He's still crazy.
I'm crazy, baby, but I'm crazy, right?
I love Pete, but it is absolutely asinine to think that Brissett is better than Tua.
Dude, Tua cannot run a pro-style offense.
Bro.
Steven.
Brissett can.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
Steven. Brissett is gonna last in the NFL longer than Tua, bro.
You can say
there's
Brissett
no
can
home
run
for
whatever
Tua
you can.
next
He
year.
can't do it successfully.
There is no home for Tua next year, bro.
Hey, let me ask everybody on the
I
panel
kept telling y'all he's a backup at best.
What round pick do you guys think we could get for Tua right now at this juncture? What does everybody think?
Second round
for everyone.
I don't want to hear no completion percentage.
I don't know. But all I know is when I was
I'm saying a fourth or a
all
fifth.
I know.
What do you think you can get for Brissett since he's so much better?
You know, I just.
What do you think you can get for Brissett?
First of all, good morning, guys. Exactly. Good morning.
So you give up
You
the
guys
farm
want
for
to talk
Brissett.
about quarterback? That's great. You can talk about quarterback all you want. Telling you guys as far as a contingency plan for Flores, when I mentioned Harbaugh, you guys were laughing your asses off. And what happened yesterday?
All right.
Nobody want to answer, right? Crickets, right?
Harbaugh can't. Yeah, whatever.
Hold on. Alexander. Good morning, Alexander. And then I want Ennis to go after Alexander.
You know, good morning, guys. And Pete, you know I love you, bro. But I'm still not on your bandwagon when it comes to this tour. As with Ebbs, the same thing goes with you, bro. I'm gonna let you know this right now. And I said this even yesterday. You put Tua Tagovailoa on teams like the Saints, Pittsburgh, and everything that has coaching.
No, bro. Tua is out of the league. Look, Alex, please, bro. I'm not here to argue with anybody, bro. So please don't mention my name. Just talk to the other guys, please, bro. That's what you guys got to tell. Not me, bro. I don't. Matter of fact, listen.
But Pete, you can't come up with a take like that and say,
do you think you know more than Sean Payton?
Come on,
Sean Payton should be on the phone begging for Tua if he can win a Super Bowl automatically. Or Mike Tomlin.
Listen to what I tell you clear. Alex, go ahead, Epps. I'm sorry.
I'm saying they don't want to. Mike Tomlin, Sean Payton, you keep saying if they go to New Orleans or Pitt, they're going to win a Super Bowl. If that was true, you don't know more than a head coach, Alexander. I'm sorry. Your job, you probably know a lot. But I'm sure Sean Payton knows more about football than you. And he would be on the phone begging for Tua. He hasn't even made an inquiry about Tua because he doesn't want anything to do with the guy.
Epps, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
I promise you, my guy. that if Tua ends up in Pittsburgh or New Orleans, that man will be in a Super Bowl.
I'll take your money too. Me and Russell got $100
Bro.
bet. I'll take your money too. You don't bet. Never mind.
Listen to me, Steven. This is not Pete hates Tua or anything. Pete hates Tua as a Dolphin player, as an athlete on the field. I do not want to see that guy start for us anymore, bro, ever again.
But Pete, all right, Pete, be honest with me. Be honest with me, Pete. If next year comes around and Deshaun Watson's not on the table and Russell Wilson's not on the table,
let me tell you something, Steven.
And Kirk Cousins is not on the table, let me finish my question. Would you rather see a rookie?
Say Kirk Cousins' name, please.
Would you rather see
Kirk Cousins is good?
Hold on, Alex, Andrevius. Would you rather see a rookie quarterback, David Mills, Jacoby Brissett, or Tua start for the Miami Dolphins?
Kenneth Pickett.
Bro, let me tell you, Steven. Drew Lock. You know how many
Did you just say Drew Lock?
I'll get Drew Lock in Miami. Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew. Hey, where's that dude? Listen, damn. What was that guy's name that with the stash? He had to cut his mustache.
I was giving you an out with David Mills.
You gotta stop saying you're not trolling.
Listen, Steven. This is the funny thing. Before the draft happened, I told everybody on Larry's channel that Davis Mills is better than Tua. And they were laughing at me. And I told everybody Davis Mills. I told everybody Davis Mills. Hold on. I told everybody on Larry's panel Davis Mills looks like a baby Chad Pennington. He doesn't have the strongest arm, but he has that little accurate touch pass that Chad Pennington had. We could have won with that here over Tua. Believe it or not. And we could have literally drafted him in the second or third round this following year and had that type of contingency plan. If y'all would have listened to me, Greer, y'all didn't need Watson. I was the first one here talking about Watson, Dolphin fans. The moment those came out, and we could.
Who cares?
I didn't touch.
We could have literally drafted Trey Lance. None of this would be going on. None.
Has better coaching,
Zero.
You're wrong, bud.
So Ennis, let me talk to you, Ennis.
Pep Hamilton is a better coach than George Godsey, so David Mills does have better coaching. Let me just say this.
You're telling me that Houston has better coaching after Larry Tunsil, after DeAndre Hopkins, and after Watson?
Pep Hamilton has worked with Andrew Luck.
Pep Hamilton is one of the best offensive coordinators.
Thank you.
NFL.
So
and I would
please know what you're talking about before you say he doesn't have good coaching.
I would kill to have Pep Hamilton as our.
First of all, Davis Mills is a top 5 quarterback in the league because he won the same amount of games as Deshaun Watson did last year.
Great troll.
Hey, let me just say this, Steven. With the comment about, so we just don't forget, Godsey just said yesterday that the play calling is limited because of the offensive line. So Godsey's lying.
Well, he doesn't want to. You can't say, "Oh, Tua's the problem," because you'll ruin his trade value. And it's called business. It's called business. You should know what you're talking about before you say it. You should know what you're talking about before you say it. You can't go out there and publicly demolish your quarterback that you're about to trade, Ennis. You tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you the same thing.
So you're gonna put down. So you're gonna put down the whole offensive line.
Yeah, because they're all gone. They suck.
There's no
and they're
argument.
all rookies.
There's no argument on that last.
We're trading Tua. Godsey's not going to come out and say, "Hey, look, Tua's limited.
Godsey's
and we can't do anything with Tua." He's not going to say that because he's about to trade him.
Godsey's
not going to have a job next year. Why would he care?
How do you know he's not going to have a job?
I'm telling you,
you believe Godsey was going to take the Georgia Tech job? Do you guys believe he was going to take that job and stay here because he was promised something else?
Godsey will not be on the Miami Dolphins coaching staff next year.
Even that being said, the front office has told him you cannot publicly bash Tua. We are trading him in the offseason to get Watson. So that whole conversation's weird. He can blame it on the offensive line because he has to blame it somewhere. This is exactly what 2 years do. They got to blame it somewhere, so they're doing what they can.
So
When have you
y'all
ever
didn't
heard an
see.
offensive
So you
coach
didn't see.
bash anyone? Period.
Right. Thank you. But you didn't see Austin Jackson on the floor, Vito on the floor in the Tennessee game. Y'all didn't see that.
Yes, I did. They're all
Okay, then.
rookies, man.
So it ain't like he lied.
Nah, they played well, guys. What are you talking about? They played amazing.
That made it seem like he lied about it. The whole world know the line is garbage. So how did he lie?
Why did Esther brought up?
You know what?
Esther brought up a great
I
stat.
want to retract my previous statement because D brings up a good point. Gotsi will be back because Flores can't do better.
No, Gotsi will be back because he turned down a job already. If he turned down a job to come here, he was promised something.
If you ask me, Gotsi's a genius with what he's done with the limitations of Tua.
He couldn't accept the job while he's still coaching, while the season is still going on.
Estefan, what are you doing, Estefan?
What's going on, y'all? Good morning.
Your phone sounds like horrible. It sounds horrible, just so you know. All right.
I think I had a radio on in the background, bro.
Okay, don't do that when you're coming on the number one Miami.
I can do whatever I want.
Okay,
listen,
don't do that.
I got to bring something up nobody's talking about. I think Pete was kind of
that the Spurs suck.
Oh man, bro. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I think I heard Pete kind of ranting on Tua not wanting to see him anymore. I understand why he feels that way, but it's very important that Tua show up Sunday and do well for himself in this league. You know what I mean? We need to at least get a second round pick out of him.
I don't think we can get more than a fourth, Esther.
And you know, I don't agree with anybody up here bashing the O-line. The Titans game, they actually played well for the most part. They held up pretty good on them, you know, on pass blocking. They weren't perfect, but you know what I mean? I mean, that's what it is. Like I said the week before, don't forget Robert Hunt was rated the highest. Since y'all like bringing up stats, he was ranked the highest rated player on this team by PFF was Robert Hunt. It was a 92, 90 something, whatever, bro.
And what about pass blocking since week 11, Esther?
They have got that high score against that defensive line. Y'all can't just sit here all day bashing the O-line when, you know what I mean?
The offensive line has been horrible, though. How can I not bash something that is the worst ranked in the league?
They were
guys, the O-line.
Hold on, I'm not done.
The O-line has been horrible.
They're second, going all the way back to week 11 in pass blocking. So, second, that's number two.
Estefan, I just had to mute you, man. Your mic is really bad, bro. It's really bad.
What he was going to say is going back to week 11.
They were ranked number 2 going all the way back to week 11, so we can't sit here and just, you know, bash on them. So, I mean, I really don't. I don't know what to tell you.
Let me ask a question to the panel. Why is it that Dolphins Nation or Dolphins Twitter or a lot of people even on this panel, I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of people, why is it that when numbers suit you, you seem to use it, right? You seem to bring up numbers. The moment I tell you that the O-line of the Miami Dolphins is the worst ranked offense in the NFL, you guys automatically want to say, that doesn't matter. That's not an excuse. It is an excuse.
Well, if it's exactly what I'm saying,
show me the numbers. Show me the numbers.
Look at our scheme, bro. We pass probably 70% of the time.
Show me the numbers. Real simple. Let's end it right now.
Of what, Cap?
Show me where we stand right now in the league. Show me the numbers. On everything. Yeah, on everything. Because you guys like to do that weekly with the quarterback. Do it with the O-line.
I can tell you why people bring up stats, Steven, is because you show up to a fight. If somebody else brings a knife, you're going to have to bring a knife too. That's the reason being. So, Tuaniers are bringing guns and knives. We have no choice, man. We can't fight with our fists.
I just don't get the argument. Like, if we can make a better offensive line, why don't we just do it? Like, why are we fighting about the offensive line? If we go out there and get a great offensive lineman, why don't we just do it? It's a plus for us.
Well, first of all, let's be real now. Let's be real. You have Eichenberg, which is he can improve and get better. You have a solid guard in Robert Hunt, and you got Michael Dieter at center.
Yeah.
Those are three legitimate, decent offensive linemen. You really only need two more. To be honest,
Honestly, we need a couple O linemen. We need a good quarterback. We can trade Gesicki because he's trash. Okay, he can't block. He wants wide receiver money. Get that out of here. Bye. He catches one-handed catches, but he doesn't catch stuff that hits him right in the helmet. So whatever. We can trade Gesicki. We get a good quarterback, and this team is still young, Steven. If you wait another year, it's going to be a whole nother
But
thing
then,
of firing this.
you need to take your own advice. You need to take your own advice, Epps. If that's the case, then you need to say, you know what, we need to give Tua one more year.
Listen, y'all trying to say
we
Eichenberg can get better after this terrible season. If Tua can't get better, I'm sorry. I'm seeing enough of that guy. He's absolutely terrible.
I think Eichenberg could get better. I don't believe that all five guys.
No.
I don't believe that all five guys.
Alexander, listen.
I don't believe that from all of them.
Gesicki has many drops. Go back and watch the games, bud.
Alexander, listen. Andrevius believes that, but he's trolling from the standpoint of saying, look, if y'all say that Tua can't get better, then you got to use that same reasoning and using that same energy about everybody else.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
You can't. You really can't say that.
Joey,
it does
I
not
agree.
make
Gesicki's
sense.
Why?
Gesicki's a good catcher.
Why is it that one player gets the benefit of the doubt at one position and another player doesn't get that same benefit of the doubt?
Yeah, I gotta be honest. Eichenberg has been absolutely.
You know what I also want to know is that why is one guy getting blamed for the season that we had? Why is one guy getting blamed for the loss that we had against Tennessee? Why is only one guy getting blamed for the loss? What are
you talking about?
Because
everybody doesn't want to
jump. It's like we try our stuff and it goes in one ear and right out the other, bro. I'm telling you, if you go back and watch that Tennessee game before you even get to a play where the offensive line breaks down, bro, you got to go through like 12 plays where that offensive line actually held up, bro. Like literally, bro, they had a good game and y'all going to sit here and try to make it seem like it was them. No.
I'll be right back, guys.
It's not their fault. It's not their fault that Tua is throwing at people's feet, bro.
Steven, don't leave. Don't leave, Steven.
Tua gets blamed for this loss. Tua's getting blamed for this loss. He's the only one. Ever since Sunday, I've come on this panel every day, and all you guys say Tua. Not the O-line,
but
not
Alexander,
the defense, none of that.
To be fair, Alexander, for the past 7 weeks, all we heard about were Tua's stats. Look how great his QBR is. Look how great his completion percentage is, and it doesn't tell the whole story. That's what we were upset about.
Listen,
we're upset that in big games,
you guys can be upset. I appreciate you guys giving me the floor for a second. Steven is gone, so you guys can curse all you want. I don't even care. But listen to what I'm telling you. Before Tua even got that finger injury, fellas, remember what Flores forced him to do in the monsoon in training camp? To throw passes? Because there was already question marks with his hand size in the weather and all of this, right? So now we go to Tennessee and we're in bad conditions. They were almost even worse because Tua doesn't have to deal with cold in Miami. It's just rain. So he's dealing with that. Man, I get so many phone calls, man.
You got all them girls, Pete. That's what happens when you look good, bro.
That's going to work. Have a good day, guys, all right?
Have a good one,
Take it easy, Alexander. Nothing but love, brother.
Take care, guys.
Steven, also I have a bone to pick with you because you were defending Tannehill yesterday about how bad he's been over the past whatever without
He's been horrible.
But let me tell you something. Tannehill won all those games and did all that without A.J. Brown, without Julio Jones, with a bum Devontae Foreman, and he still is the number one seed in the AFC. So you tell me why Tannehill's so bad. He did it with nobody.
Whoa. He was missing the left side of his line against the 49ers.
Right there.
The 49ers are
Anytime the Dolphins win a game.
A.J. Brown and Julio were out. He had nobody.
Stop right there. Anytime the Dolphins win a game with Tua at quarterback, it's Wins are not a quarterback stat. So let's just stop right there. Wins aren't a quarterback stat. Let's remember that. Let's always keep that in the back of our mind. Wins ain't a quarterback stat, guys. Simple as that. That's what's going on. He's on a good team, an elite team. Let's be honest, he didn't even have a great game against the Dolphins. I don't know why y'all keep hyping it up. Like, what are y'all doing?
No, I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying that he's been going without all his weapons, and he's still the number one seed in the AFC.
He didn't beat the Dolphins.
Epps, can I ask you a question, Epps?
Yes.
Are you not one of the people that was telling me to look at Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're the one that's telling me to go look at Kirk Cousins and go look at his numbers, have that same energy about Tannehill. Because Tannehill's numbers are trash.
Kirk Cousins also had Dalvin Cook, Alexander Madison, Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, who is it, Conklin.
Kirk Cousins, by the way,
he has people to throw to.
Let's get something
Tannehill
straight.
didn't have anybody. Julio Jones was hurt. A.J. Brown was on IR. Derrick Henry's out for the season.
Epps, listen.
No, Steven, you get something straight, bro. Was Tannehill throwing at people's feet? I don't think
damn,
I think whenever he attempted a pass, it actually went into people's hands, bro. Yeah, act like I didn't see the game.
Another thing, Steven, I looked up your thing about the running game. You said we went away from the running game in the third quarter. Well, let me tell you about Duke Johnson and his 50 yards. Guess what? Most of that was on 2 plays, Steven. He wasn't running the ball great. He ran.
You don't abandon it though.
He had those. He had all those yards on 2 runs.
Oh my God, Epps.
It was just a bad scheme all around. It was
Epps,
a
you're
bad
my brother
plan.
from another mother, but you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
What happened was Tua was on full display for everybody to see. This is why we're moving on. I don't. You gotta make it out to be than it has to be. There it was for everybody to see.
So you believe
those were his limitations.
Listen, I tried to believe in Tua.
It's not sabotage. It's not.
I tried to believe in
not.
Tua. I tried to like the kid. Every big game he
him.
gets blown out, man. He folds up like a cheap Himalayan lawn chair. Okay?
Who does?
Tua, in every big game. This is
What
the
is
third
a
game that I
Himalayan
see him
lawn chair?
just completely play like garbage. You can't just let somebody step on your feet and then let them step on your feet again and then let them step on your feet again and then think they're not going to continue to do it.
I agree with that assessment. The only problem is we should have implemented more of a run game. And the fact that they didn't makes me believe that it's a little bit sabotage, that they wanted to show the world what Tua was really all about, or that Flo wanted to show management.
Maybe Flo did, and you know what? Kudos to him. Maybe he was sick and tired of saying, hey, Justin Herbert. And then Stephen Ross calls down and says, no, I fell in love with Tua over supper. Guess what? You have to draft him. And then he botched the whole draft. Because what did he do? He got Austin Jackson. He got Noah Igbenogany. You take out those 3 picks, Chris Greer's been a phenomenal draft person. He has hit on every draft pick. So let me tell you something. I think Stephen Ross botched that whole draft.
Epps, tell me you didn't just say that Noah Igbenogany was a good draft pick.
No, I didn't.
No,
I
he
said
didn't. He said
I think Stephen Ross called down. I think Stephen Ross called down and said, hey, you're not drafting Herbert. I want you to draft Tua. And they did not know what to do. And they folded. They just drafted whoever. Austin Jackson, reach. Noah Igbenogany, luxury pick, I guess. I don't know. They botched that whole draft. But if you take those 3 picks out of Chris Greer's career, he is a phenomenal drafter.
Pete says, and I quote, thank you for the $10 donation, Pete. I'm mad. I'm sorry. Brissett, homegrown kid, could have won us the division champs. Fire Flo, fire Greer, get Watson at all costs. Don't let Flo and Greer get another pass.
I'm not on Pete with Flo and Greer.
He really tries to convince me
I'm
he's
not
not
on Pete.
trolling.
Pete's on the. I'm
He's
not on the fire Flo or Greer.
If he is, he's paying $10.
I want to get that straight. I do not want to fire B Flo or Greer. But Tua, I want to see him on a taxi back to Hawaii.
Hey, Todd. How are you, sir?
Hey, first
we don't want to know Tua stats.
We don't want to do Tua stats. First thing I need to say is it's good to see you back and healthy.
I appreciate it, man. I'm not 100% back. I'm actually going to the doctors tomorrow, so we'll see.
Well, I wish you the best.
It takes about 3 weeks, Steven. Trust me, man.
It's kicking my
But
butt.
no, Tua played like crap, and I think he played his way out of Miami. Here's the thing, though. I don't think you're going to see Gesicki back next year either because
absolutely
the way he
not.
said
You
it,
cannot re-sign Gesicki for wide receiver money.
Hey, no. What he said at the press conference exposed Flo.
I know. Yeah, Gesicki's gone. And let me get you something straight.
And let me tell you something.
It's a good trade piece to have Gesicki.
Go ahead, Todd.
Exposing Flo, that shows you the problem with this team. You know all week it's going to be bad weather, and you can't put up a game plan for a bad weather. You know, come on. That exposes Flo. That makes him look bad.
I didn't think about that at all, but I think it's such a very accurate or good point that by him saying that, he essentially threw Flo under the bus.
Yeah.
Oh,
and anytime that's happened, Flo has said,
"You're done.
See ya." And I didn't think about that till you just said that. That's
Gesicki's gone.
And I'm glad to see Gesicki go because guess what? He has me blocked on Twitter because I cussed him out his first year, and he blocked me.
Does he really?
So you know what? Bye, Gesicki.
Epps.
Oh, this is personal.
Epps, tell me how you really feel, Epps.
No, his first year I said, Gesicki, you're a bum. I said, you need to step up. You need to get into the playbook. You need to learn this offense. And guess what? I went to go say, hey, I'm so glad you improved, Gesicki. And it said, you've been blocked. You know what? Gesicki's a bum, and he's sensitive.
Hey, and you all know who the hottest coach out on the market is going to be this offseason.
Epps has got that Billy Madison hit list on his wall.
Epps, I love you, Epps. Epps said, I hate him. He's a bum.
Hey, Steven, you know who the hottest coach on the
Harbaugh.
Yep.
We've already talked. Where have you been, Todd?
I've been at work. I've been at work.
We have already said that there will be
a job.
Who does Gesicki think he is blocking fans on Twitter? He doesn't have anybody.
Why are we back to Gesicki?
Dude, his first year he sucked. I don't know what I told him that was so bad. I told him he sucked. He did suck.
It's all right.
So he wants to get sensitive and block me? You know what, Gesicki? Bye, Bucks. I'll pack your bags for you too, man. You can take the bus with you.
I gotta see something look like
okay.
I gotta go to work, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.
Hey, Crystal, I love you. Crystal, hold on. I just want to know that I love you, Crystalakis.
I love you too, Steve.
I love you, John.
Keep fighting the fight. I love you too.
Hey, there's only 3 players I want us to see us re-sign next year that we have. And that's Agba, Matt Collins,
Xavier Howard.
Nick Needham. Xavier's under contract. That's a restructure.
Okay, yeah. Nick Needham, I would re-sign Nick Needham, yes.
I would want Needham, Hollins, and Agba. I'm not worried about and maybe Smythe.
Yeah, I like Smythe better than Gesicki, honestly. Smythe is better than Gesicki.
Y'all just been saying crazy stuff all morning.
You don't think Smythe's better than
Gesicki? I don't think he's better than
Gesicki. The past
Gesicki.
5 games, you don't think Smythe's played better?
Bro, he's got like 300 yards. What are we
But I'm saying
doing
the past
here?
5 games when it mattered, who's played better, Gesicki or Smythe?
Gesicki hasn't been throwing the ball to
Because Gesicki's also limited, just like Tua. He can't
Marcelo,
block.
thank you for the $5
Hey, there's
donation.
a reason why I would choose Smythe over Gesicki, and that's if we're not going to go all in and get a bunch of veterans for this offensive line. I want Smythe, at least he's a capable blocker.
And also, Gesicki wants wide receiver money. Why not just pay $3-4 million more and get somebody like Godwin or Devonta Adams? You don't need to give Gesicki all that money. He's not Travis Kelce.
So
Who does he think he
that's a
is?
separate issue. Your reason for not wanting to re-sign Gesicki is a separate issue of whether he's better than Smythe or not. He's absolutely better than Smythe. Come on, man.
He's better than Smythe, but I'd rather have Smythe blocking. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I would say I would choose Smythe over. As a receiver, he's 100 times better than Smythe.
D1
okay.
That's why he wants wide receiver money. Is my point. You can't
right,
pay
but
him wide receiver money.
I would rather go to a 4 receiver set with Smythe.
You say what?
Thank you, Todd. Thank you.
In the chat. All right, let me bring on Russell. What's up, Russell?
Morning, fellas. How's everybody doing?
Good morning to you, my friend. How are you, buddy?
Morning. Oh, hanging in there. A lot of stuff going on last couple of days that I had to take care of, but moving forward. And
you're here, brother. You're here. Have you been listening this morning, or did you just get on?
I just got on.
Well, let me tell you, you've missed an amazing show this morning. First of all, let me tell you what we've learned this morning. We have learned that 1234 Epps has a personal hatred and disgust for Mike Gesicki because he blocked him on Twitter. That's
Not
the first
true.
thing we've learned. That is the first thing that we've learned this morning.
You blocked him on Twitter?
Yes. What a hater, right? That guy's such
What
a
a
hater.
sensitive. Yeah, I know. What a sensitive.
What'd you say?
By the way, I'm trolling.
His first year, Russell, his first year when he fumbled the ball and he was playing so bad, I said, "Hey, man, you were a second-round pick. You need to step up. You need to get into the playbook, man. You're playing terrible. You're bad, bro."
And then
I was like, "You're a bum."
And then guess what happened after?
And then
he
I
said
go
that?
back this year to say, "Hey,
Surprise,
you've
surprise,
really
you got
improved,
blocked.
and I'm very proud of you." And guess what?
Hey,
It
hold
says
on.
you've been blocked.
Hold up, Kev.
Bum.
Was that the PG version?
Yeah, it's a PG version, obviously. Yeah.
Okay.
You forgot to mention that he called him a little biatch.
That's the Finn swear jar. God.
No,
anywhere.
that's BIOTCH.
No, that is a swear jar. That is $1, sir. That is $1.
What up, Russell?
Honestly,
What up? Good morning. Good morning, bro.
If you can give Gesicki the right
Do
money,
me a favor.
if
When we
Gesicki
get
takes
off
the right contract, I say keep him. But otherwise, bye.
When we get off the panel today, hit me up privately.
I will. For sure, bro. I got you.
All right, I have a question for y'all. How serious do you think these conversations are going to get with Harbaugh?
Not that serious. I don't think Harbaugh's
Yeah, I was
leaving.
gonna say not that serious.
It's not happening.
I don't think he's gonna take it.
What's going on with Harbaugh? I'm out of the loop in the last 48 hours.
It's a
of
rumor, Steven, at that, and I don't think he's leaving,
There's
man.
a
He's got a good thing going.
There's a rumor saying that he's ready to leave Michigan for the NFL, and obviously Michigan being so tight with Stephen Ross and Stephen Ross with Michigan, and with our involvement with his brother John a few years ago, because the Harbaughs have such a good relationship with Ross that there could be something to the story.
And you forget, we were going for Jim Harbaugh when Sperano was here, behind Sperano's back.
It really just depends on if anything actually develops from it. As of right now, it's just a rumor, so I'm not looking too much into it. But I at least wanted to put it this way.
Was Jim Harbaugh a good head coach in the NFL for the 49ers?
He brought the 49ers.
Yeah, he was.
He made the Super
He
Bowl.
took him to the Super Bowl
against his brother.
I mean, you go to the big championship, I say you're good.
Are we saying Flores is a dead man walking, basically?
No, look, here's the thing. So, two things. I want stated for the record, I don't think that Greer should go. I think that Greer should stay. And Flores, I'm sorry. And Greer too. But I don't think that Flores should go. I think that Flores should stay. I think that Flores is a really good head coach. He has some problems that he needs to address, like getting veteran coaching and listening to them. So being more open-minded.
And
but
performing
I think
that's my biggest issue.
Like winning games in the first half of the season.
Let me finish. But I do think that, again, I stated, if this is year 3 of a rebuild and we win on Sunday, in my opinion, we're right where we want to be. We're right where we want to be. Because last year was an overachievement.
I don't mean to be Debbie Downer. I don't think we win against the Patriots, and I'm going to tell you why. I think
I do think we win against.
I agree, Russell. We don't win.
I think there's going to be.
Who is defeated?
You got to think.
Who is mentally weak,
think
man?
About how
he
much
can't
that
come
last
over this
game
Tennessee
took
loss.
out of them.
Matt Jones is
that loss took a lot out of them.
We don't call him Mac Jones here.
Yeah,
we call him
Russell's right, man.
All right,
Two is
my
mentally
bad,
weak,
my
dude.
Two ain't mentally weak.
He is mentally weak. He's not going to get over this Tennessee thing, man. This might.
Hold on, real quick.
Team.
Let me finish my statement real quick. So the other thing I want to say too is this: I think all that, but I think the reality of what will happen is one of 3 things. If Flores starts the way his teams have started the last 3 years, Flores is gone. That's one. Somebody's got ambulance in the background.
Someone's in New York.
Okay.
My bad. I got Gesicki in my closet.
That was me. My bad, bro.
You're killing these balls. All right. So I think that if he starts the way that his teams have started the last 3 years, he's gone if that's the case. Number 2, if for some reason we go out and we end up getting Deshaun Watson and he doesn't work well with Flores for whatever the reason being the case, Flores will also be gone too because they're going to get rid of Flores before they get rid of anybody else like Watson, right? And then the third way I see Flores not being there is if Stephen Ross is like, I want Harbaugh. I want
if
Harbaugh,
Watson
and that's
wants
the way
somebody.
that it is.
If Watson says, I want this guy, Stephen Ross will oblige. Trust me.
I agree. I still think all this Watson stuff is ridiculous because the dude hasn't won anything. I personally, again, will stick with my stance.
I would love to show you a little highlight reel of 5 minutes, Russell, of watching Deshaun Watson. It's amazing. Bro.
I don't care about what he does on the
is
field. The problem is he hasn't won anything. If we're going to go after a quarterback that knows how to win, who's been there before, who can take us to the promised land, the only one, in my opinion, that
is Aaron Rodgers. I know what you're going to say.
Yes.
But Aaron Rodgers
is not. I disagree there. I disagree there.
Aaron Rodgers only won 1 Super Bowl too. Hey, Russell, would you take Joe Burrow over Tua?
I said it from the jump. I would have gave up first round picks.
Yes. I believe Greer did try to give up the farm for Joe Burrow.
He offered
Cincinnati
them 3
bunch.
first. No, they wouldn't. And I know this for a fact because I live in Ohio and I'm not far from Cincinnati. And I know that we offered them all 3 first round.
We offered them the farm for Burrow, and I think they said no.
They did. They said no. There's no way you're getting him. And
my point of the whole matter is Joe Burrow hasn't won
wanted
anything either, but you would still take him over too. Is my point.
All right, hey, I got somebody in the back room here. Let me bring on my brother from another mother, Larry. What's up, Larry?
Hey, Steven. Hey, guys. What's up?
What's up, Larry?
I did not intend to come on, but, man, I had to come on. I'm hearing all this nonsense.
You're hearing all this blasphemous this morning.
I know. First of all, guys, I love you all, but you know what? I've said it before.
Give them the business, Larry. Give them the business.
First of all, the overwhelming majority supports Tua. That's a fact. Okay.
That's where I'm at anyway.
So, again, this is the small minority that we give a platform to, like Pete and Epps up here, that somehow is the media takes to think that's what everybody thinks in the Miami.
Yeah, by the way, out of 50 votes this morning, 75% said Tua was better.
Dougley Durham didn't want Tua. He had over 1,000, and it was like 80% Tua. So, yeah. Now, of that 25%, a lot of them, I get it. Like I said before, they suffer from post-traumatic stress syndrome from this Dolphin team. So they're going to distort whatever they see because they're seeing it from their point. Like I like to say with TD's doing that. Okay. Dougley Durham also suffered from post-traumatic stress. I want to point that out. But he was smart. What did he do, Steven? What he said, you know what? I'm going to take out all the emotions when it comes to this team. Whatever they do, they do. So that's how he dealt with it.
Well, that's how you have to look at it, right, Larry? Like you have to for what and I'm not trying to single anybody out, but for what Larry, TD, Dougley, Reason, myself, what we do on a day-to-day basis is it's easy to come up with scenarios where, hey, let's talk about X scenario or let's talk about this. And from a fan's perspective, which we all of us are, Reason, TD, Doug, you, we're all fans of the Dolphins. We also have that emotional standpoint too, right?
Absolutely.
Where we're like, oh my God, if they just did this, they would be so much better. But when you take the emotion out of it, which is hard to do, which is very hard to do, you have to understand, let me look at it for what it is. And what it is mediocrity. And that's what it's been for the last 25 years. And that and it doesn't matter who's been in control, the same result has happened. 8-8, 7-9, 9-7, 10-6. Like if we win on Sunday, it will be the first time in almost 20 years that we've gone back-to-back double-digit winning seasons.
I want to say this, Steven. Okay, guys, let me speak quick. I'm not going to take forever. But I've said this before in my show, right? Steve is actually right. At this point, we're at that 8-8, 9-8, 9-7, or 7-9 area that we always been in the past. But we actually do have reason for optimism because unlike the past, we still have a lot of growth to do on this team. That's already, and we have a lot of capital to improve this team. So when we dropped Tannehill, we didn't have that, okay, because we were stuck in mediocrity. We had no way of improving it, what we had back then. And a lot of that was veteran players as well, beyond Tannehill. Our defense is young, okay. They only can get better with better coaching. And by the way, I'm not one that when I complain about coaching, I want to be perfectly clear. I'm talking about the offensive side of the football. Okay, our young coaches on the defense have done a heck of a job. Like Steven pointed out, we're 5th with a young football team.
Yeah.
So we could only get better.
We're 100%. So let me ask you before you go, Larry. Are you pro Tua? I mean, are you pro Flores, or are you somebody of the thinking of if you have a chance to go get Jim Harbaugh, you get him, or are you okay with Flores right now?
Well, let me phrase that in a certain different way. Like you're right, Steven, fans are emotional. That's why they call fans fanatics, and I'm a fan too. But I'm also, that's why I don't do a show after the game. I'm too wind up emotionally.
Yeah.
Then I could sit back and do what Larry does best. Logically look at something, logically look for the problem, and logically look for the answer. Flores is a young coach. Okay, now he can no longer say he's an experienced coach because this is his 3rd year.
Correct.
And he's done, when you look at the stats itself, he's actually done a very good job. That's undeniable when you look at the stats.
I think especially if we win on Sunday, last year we overachieved, and nobody can deny that. So if that's the case, we're on track of a rebuild. Right. Like if you look at a rebuild, we're right where we're supposed to be.
With 2 years.
Let me hold on. I didn't finish yet because you asked me whether I keep Flores.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I treat it the way I treat it in the real world. When I'm a manager, I hired an employee. I constantly sit down with them and evaluate them, and then ask them what you're going to do to improve. Now, Ross being a businessman, that's what he should do too, right? And Garfinkel, hey, let's look at this is what they do. Let's call it out. You hear it all the time. This is exactly what. Let's look at this past year. Let's see what you did well. Let's see not what you did not do well. Okay, so we've identified what you did not do well. Flores, what are you going to do to improve in that area? Okay, so obviously what he do well is on the offensive side of the football. And his coaching staff there, right? Yep. So what disturbs me about Flores, what you guys don't get is the whole year, last 2 years, we've had problems with replay challenges, and that has not been changed. That should not have happened at this point. If I'm oversaying, I'd say, Flores, you've been having this problem. We've identified this problem. You're still having this problem. What the hell's going on here? So that's before I make any determination whether I'm going to go ahead with Flores or not.
You're looking at the little things. You're looking at clock management.
But that's what he's missing, Steve. It's the little things.
I agree. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just trying to clarify. You're looking at those things. You're looking clock management. You're looking, how do you determine when you throw the red challenge flag? When are you taking a gamble and going forward on 4th down, and when are you not?
That's part
stuff
of it.
Like that.
That's part of it. But the bigger picture is hiring offensive philosophy, hiring the right people there. And I hear people say, well, you can't judge Flores by hiring. No, you're freaking wrong. You want the truth, the facts. That's part of his job. And that's the most important part. Hiring the right people. It's not just coaching. Who would I hire?
Pep Hamilton is always my number one person.
Well, I want to point out
before the season started, who would you have hired?
I would have loved to have Pep Hamilton.
I am not the person to ask because I don't study those things. Who should be studying those things? Epps?
Me and Brian Flores. There was nobody.
No, you're wrong.
Brian Flores.
No, you're wrong. Okay, not you and Brian Flores. Who's the? It's 2 people. You're right about that. Who's the 2 that should be looking into it?
Greer
and Flores. You're exactly right.
My point is there was nobody to hire, Larry. That's the point.
That's wrong. No, you're wrong about that.
Who would you have hired last year, Steven?
Pep Hamilton, dude.
I want to say
I mark my words.
Pep Hamilton did not want to come to Miami, dude.
But you're missing.
Yeah, he had an interview here.
Why?
Yes,
Why
and he did not. And he did not.
Why
they
didn't
offered him the job.
Explain
I
to
believe.
me. Why didn't he? Why didn't he? Say his name.
Because
say his name. Flores.
Well, you know what? I'm going to challenge you right there, my friend, because this is the real world. You get anybody, and you know what? When I go to a job interview in the past, I checked out the company. You know, one of the beauties about internet, you can actually do research. I check out about the company. It's a good company to work for, a bad company to work for, and all that. But the one thing that a company that I have my question could do, they could offer me more money.
Hang on.
No,
What position does
don't hang on about me until I finish, okay? And then you can hang on me. Okay?
Pep Hamilton is a quarterback coach.
Estefan, I can't mute you because you're being rude, but look, guys, money solves a lot of things, right? Pep Hamilton first of all, Pep Hamilton is, I want to correct two things. Pep Hamilton is not the head offensive coordinator. Offensive coordinator of the passing game and a quarterback. Sounds familiar? We have that here set up here also, right?
Yeah, but
and
look
I want
what
to come
he
back
did
another
with
thing.
Herbert.
A lot of people says our coordinators don't have experience. Not true. Both Gotze and Studsville have plenty of experience, and that's the whole point. Their experience
Larry, you're missing what I just said. You're missing what I just said. So you're sitting here and saying that he didn't want to come here because of Flores. Maybe he didn't come here because he knew he wasn't going to be successful with Tua.
Exactly.
He's a quarterback coach.
That's possible.
Now, here's the problem with that theory. Where did he end up?
Texans.
And he already knew what the deal was when he took the job with Deshaun.
He might have thought that they were going to work that out because because they said they were going to work out
right now Mills is better than Tua.
They said we're not getting rid of Watson. We're going to figure it out. And that's
Hey, listen to me. Here's two hot takes for you.
They knew damn well Deshaun Watson wasn't playing for them.
Pep did not want to miss a chance.
Hey, let him talk,
Epps, let me talk. Two hot takes for you. Hot take number one. Pep Hamilton, in my opinion, is one of the smartest and best offensive coordinators in the entire NFL. And he's going to make other people successful around him just based on what his knowledge is and how long he's been in the game and what he's done. That's one. Number two, hot take number two, which really doesn't have anything to do with the Dolphins, but Eric Bieniemy, I can't say his last name for the life of me. Bieniemy should have been a head coach in the NFL 5 years ago.
Well,
and the fact that his name is not in head coaching conversations pisses me off.
Steve, you let me into the point I was going to make before you went to take your hot takes. You guys assume, you read this, guys. You know what happened, guys? Real world. I'm going to inflict the real world upon you. I used to interview a lot of people that had great resumes. Okay, great resumes. When you would sit down in person with them, they're unimpressive for whatever reason. Okay, Bieniemy is a great example. Clearly, the rumor is, which I believe, the guy just doesn't interview well. Okay, and on top of that, I have a concern for Bieniemy specifically because he has Andy Reid that ultimately does all the play calling, and as I always say, Andy Reid's a real coach, has the final say on the game plan, and we don't know if he adjusts the game plan or not. That Bieniemy, but the bottom line is this: he doesn't have a job where the resume says he should. Good chance that the truth is he doesn't interview well. There's more to that story than the resume. Same thing with Pep Hamilton. You assume that Pep Hamilton wanted the Dolphins interview Pep Hamilton. He didn't, whether Flores is right or wrong, that's another topic. Flores and Greer decided he wasn't the guy from us, and they moved on from that.
Yeah,
right
but you're right. You're 100% right. But explain to me Caldwell. Explain to me the 3 or 4 other opportunities that we could have had. Shout out to John Christolakis for the $20 donation. Hit the like button and donate. Thank you, John. I really appreciate that, Christolakis. Explain to me, Larry, why there has not been a top-tier offensive coordinator or somebody that could, a former head coach that could come in here and take over this offense. And I'll tell you my reason, and then I'll let you answer. It's because of Flores. Flores does not work well with other veteran coaches. That's why Caldwell did not stay here.
Well, you know what? Yeah, let me also go into Again, real life, because that's a valid point. I don't know what happened. Nobody should say they know what happened. But could this happen?
Assume.
Yeah, but could this happen? Yes. And let me say one thing, right? One thing about a pattern of Flores' hiring, which led it to believe, for a different reason, he likes to hire young people that he could mold. That is a legitimate process. I did that. I was forced to do that when I work in nonprofit area because we don't have the salary structure to compete with the for-profit for talent. So I always look for the young people, which I get into cheaper, and mold them to what I want them to be. But the thing is this: if that is true, that's what Flores does. At least the defensive side shows all that. The offensive side, people are saying,
"Well, he's the one
he's
that
hired veterans. He's hired veterans. He hired Bailey.
He's the one that's calling. If you notice, Larry too, when he took over play calling, the entire defense changed.
Sure. I'm back in my show. That's Flores doing the right thing as a coach. He has a young, inexperienced, first-time defensive coordinator. I always said that before. When you have somebody like that, you help them out. You infiltrate. I don't know how to put that. I'm getting old. I can't remember words I used to know back in my head. But you infiltrate, work hand in hand, together with them to develop so they learn. The more comfortable you become with them, hands off.
What about Chan Gailey? Chan Gailey, we have the most points in franchise history with Chan Gailey. And it's not to say that Chan was older, but who's to say that Chan didn't leave because of Tua? Because he didn't feel like he was somebody that he could work with.
I want to say something, Larry. Respectfully, you're comparing your small business to a billion-dollar industry. It doesn't make sense, man.
You know what? Hold on. I don't want to insult Epps, but clearly he's ignorant. That's okay. Ignorant.
It's okay. You can call me ignorant, man. It's okay.
No. If you watch my show when we used to talk about
I don't watch the show because I wouldn't listen to these type of takes.
Okay, fine. But let me look for the people who heard you.
Nice.
Yeah, hold on, Steven. For the people who heard you,
He called me ignorant. He started. I didn't call him anything.
Ignorant's not a bad word, my friend. You just
I'm just saying, man. If you're in your feelings, Larry, I'm sorry, bud.
It can be used as a derogatory.
You're coming at the wrong guy, Larry.
I didn't use that derogatory.
Epps, calm down, Epps.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, Epps, it's not derogatory. Means you don't know. I come from the business world, right?
What business world? What business are you in? Raincoats?
Manager.
What business are you in?
I'm just going to go. Epps, let me help everybody else here. Management skills goes across.
What business are you in, Larry? That's my question. Do you sell honey buns? What do you do?
I'll answer that when you let me finish. Okay?
You do not
Steven,
run a billion-dollar football player. You've been talking for.
All right.
Thank you. Actually, get back at me when I'm finished. Okay.
I need you to calm. Down.
There's no way people learn when you're interrupting people. Even me can learn from, and I do in my show, learn from other people. But I only learn when I hear them. Okay. Look.
It's Steven's fault.
Management skills crosses all type of business, right? That's a fact. Okay, that's why there's guru books about being managers out there. Doesn't say that you have to be with Ford or you have to be with United Foods brands or anything, or with an NFL football. NFL is a business, guys. Okay, it is a business, and you run it the same way as any good, well-run business. The military is a business. They run it the same way. You have a chain of command and all.
All right, let me interrupt. Mm-hmm. All right, let me interrupt and say a couple of things. Number one, it is fair for Larry, or anybody for that matter, to take any business that you're in and use that as an opportunity to say, hey, look, in the world that I am in and in the real world, this is how X, Y, and Z works. And when you take that same concept and you put that in professional sports, these are some of the opportunities, or that's probably not the right word. These are some of the possible outcomes that you could receive based on real world interactions. That's fair to bring in, Epps. That's fair to bring in.
But he brought up.
No, I'm going to finish. Mm-hmm. Now, with that also being said, you also have to understand the standpoint of, and I'm going to get to Chan Gailey here. And then, Epps, I'm going to let you go because I put you on mute and I want to give you an opportunity to talk. You also have to understand from Chan Gailey's point of view. Now, this is my personal opinion of it. I don't know. I don't have any inside information, but this is what I think, and based on what I know. Chan Gailey was brought in for Fitzmagic. He had a history with Fitzmagic, and that's why that was there. And I think with that being said, the reason that Chan Gailey and Tua didn't work is because Chan Gailey was old school. And you take that old school mentality, you put that with a friction of Flores with veteran coaching, as well as Chan Gailey was not going to teach Tua the way he needed to be taught because I don't know what TD says, but Tua learns a certain way. I don't know the exact way of it.
He's kinesthetic, and what you're saying is nonsense,
yes.
Stephen.
That's fine. You can say that it's nonsense.
No, because you're basically what you're going on is hypotheticals that have more or less to do with like feelings and reaching. Look, bro, if you just get down to the no, bro, because when you get down to the technical side of it, bro, Fitz and Tua had a lot of the same personnel, and Fitz obviously he was the more seasoned guy. He was more effective with the exact same personnel, and Tua struggled.
Before Larry has to go, please let me respond because
they had him.
I got you, buddy.
Look, Chan had to in practice. He had to have known that there's no way that I'm going to be able to coach this guy up, and for good reason. I mean, we brought up yesterday that he doesn't look good in a traditional pro style offense.
Estefan, let me interrupt, Estefan. It's when it comes to Fitzpatrick and Gailey have a long history of working with each other in Buffalo with the Jets. They had over 5+ years of working together.
Hey, Steven, can I say something real quick?
I want to get hold on, Todd. I want to give Epps an opportunity to talk because I interrupted.
First and foremost, okay, I understand arguments and stuff and whatever, but coming at me personally and calling me names.
By the way, Epps, just so I'm going to interrupt.
Calling me names is one thing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That just shows me what type of person you are, Larry.
Epps, calm down. I know Larry well enough to say
he called me ignorant. What is that?
But hold on, I'm just going to put you on mute for 1 second. Larry's old school. If I said somebody's ignorant, I believe that it would be a derogatory term. Yes. I don't believe that Larry meant it to you as a derogatory term. He meant it in a way to say, hey, bro, look, you're not thinking like you're not as well educated as I would be on this particular subject. He didn't come at it from a derogatory term.
Okay. That being said, I'm not gonna disrespect.
Maybe I have to put you at ease. It was, first of all, if anybody looks up in a dictionary what ignorant is, it's not a derogatory.
I don't need to use
I get it.
The way you said to me, you don't know me.
Can I put you at rest? You know what? I think of myself, I'm an intelligent person, right? I am. Am I a rocket scientist? Am I a neurosurgeon? No. But then again, neurosurgeons don't know what I know because that's not what their training was at.
No, I agree, Larry.
So
let me talk, Larry. You've
where
been talking
you don't
for 30
come
minutes,
from,
Bob.
that you're ignorant to. I'm coming from management style. And you ask
Let me talk for 30
All right,
minutes.
Larry, I'm putting you on mute for a second,
Larry.
Go ahead,
Listen, my nephew has a lemonade stand. Maybe he can come run the Miami Dolphins. He has a, come on, bud. Hey, but anyways, listen. If you want to come at me personally, that's fine. The way you said ignorant was very disrespectful, but that's fine. I've had a lot of people be disrespectful to me in my day. But guess what? Nobody says it in front of me because they're not in front of me. But here's the thing, Larry, I said respectfully to you that I did not agree with you, and automatically you went to a personal attack. To me, that tells me all I need to know about you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you came at me personally. I came at you with a debate. Ennis, you're all in your feelings too in the comments. Tell me just because I'm loud doesn't make me right. Well, let me tell you something, Ennis. That's how I am, fam. I'm a loud person. That's how I am in everything I do in my life. If you don't like it, you don't need to be my friend, Ennis. Period. That's simple as that, bro. Okay? So I'm gonna give it to you 100, man. I'm sick of people coming at me personally. I'm sick of people coming at me personally. Listen, if you want to debate me, that's fine. But if you want to come at me personally because you don't agree with me,
is right when it gets sickening when Larry starts comparing like other companies to football.
It makes no sense, man.
It makes no sense.
I love you, Andrevius.
I'm serious.
I'm respectful, Steven. I don't cuss out people. I don't make names to people. I would never say anything mean to Larry.
Just so you know, I'm not putting you on mute. What I'm telling you is, as your friend, You're taking this too personal from
No,
Larry.
I agree.
If it was somebody else, I would be defending you. It's Larry. That's the way
That's the thing. I don't know Larry, and first impressions are everything.
I understand
and for,
that.
First impression for him to just say, "Hey, you're ignorant. I don't want to talk to you. Bye."
Epps, am I your friend?
Yeah, you're my great friend.
Okay, all right. So I
would never call you ignorant, Steven,
right,
ever.
But Epps, listen to me. Listen to me, brother. Am I sitting here? Take my word for it then. I'm telling you that Larry didn't mean anything.
All right, then that's cool. Then that's good. That's good.
Let me explain something to everybody here. What we've done in the nutshell is going on round and round.
In the dictionary, though.
We're going round and round. But what y'all are failing to realize is this is who Ennis is, and that's who Larry is. But I mean, look, bro, Larry. Yes, Larry does call people out on his show, and it's funny, bro. That's who Larry is. But like, bro, you don't want Larry to change who he is, and exactly who Epps is right now.
Take yourself off.
And exactly.
Can I respond?
And exactly who Epps is being right now is being himself. But I just want to say I appreciate both of them.
I've always been like this.
I appreciate both of them just being themselves, man. I think it's funny, yo.
Guess what, Ennis? You loved me when I was on your side, but guess what? Now that I don't fit your narrative, Ennis, you want to go in the comments and you want to sit there.
Oh my God, Epps,
that's fine,
you're
bud.
killing me.
Hey, don't think I don't see your little innuences in the comments. Don't think I don't see it, bro.
Todd, please. Todd,
can I respond to Epps?
I want Todd to go, then Larry. Todd, then Larry. Go
well,
ahead,
the first thing I'm going to say is about the veteran coach situation. What would have happened in the 1-7 start if we had a veteran coach? We were all calling for Flores' job. We would have had somebody to replace him mid-season.
He would have been fired.
Okay, that's one thing. Number two, hold up. Let me finish.
Hold on, Pete.
Number two, what happened when they switched over to Tua? Who did he leave out the loop completely? Shangaley.
Correct. Shangaley
all right,
was not a fan
shows
of
you
going to
that's the lack of respect he has for Gailey in that situation, where you're going to leave him completely out of the loop. He does not work well with veteran coaches at all.
That's false, Todd. That's false. That's false because you don't know if that was a direct order from the office and Greer and Ross. Because we all know now, Tua's even said it himself. He didn't know the damn playbook. A coach isn't just going to throw somebody in there that don't know the playbook. That's going against a coach's orders and mentality, bro. Why would you put somebody out there that doesn't know what they're doing? That's basically what you're doing. So that had to come from the office, bro. Like, y'all just leave stuff out of, bits and pieces out of this story that's very important. There's a reason why Flores is still the coach here and still going to be the coach next year. I'm not saying that he's without blame because it's like Larry was bringing up earlier, clock management and challenges and all that. Bro, you can ask Steven. I brought that stuff up as well, way long time ago. Bro, I mean, Dwayne was on here and we were debating about that. But I'm not saying that Flores is without blame. The one thing I will say is he hasn't done enough for him to lose his job in Miami, and I think Tua has. That's the difference.
No, I'm not. I've started this show. I've started the show when I came on. When I first came on, my first words were Tua played his way out of Miami. So I'm not saying Tua hasn't played his way out.
With all that furiousness, Epps was like,
but the only thing
I wish people could see me right now because I'm so fired up, and I wish people would come at me personally.
Calm down, Epps. I'm telling you to calm down.
Hey, the only thing I'm saying is Flores has come close, and if Harbaugh is on the market and Ross is that tight that he stabbed Sperano in the back one time, I could see that happening.
All right. Larry, I'm taking you off mute. Go ahead, Larry. Respond.
Yeah, I don't know why you muted me because I wasn't saying anything.
I thought it was. I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I got you.
Loud.
Just got to unmute me there. Yeah, I do that too. Just looking for the person, the culprit.
Yeah.
Epps. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, if you watch my show.
No, I actually haven't got to watch.
What the heck?
Okay, hold up. Guys,
are we going to respond to Todd?
One thing I don't tolerate. I try not to tolerate.
My bad,
constantly interrupting each other. Okay. Hey, Epps. In my show, wide open. Everybody has their opinion. There's only one rule. It's stuff. We'd all get along, right? If you're going to state an opinion, you're opening yourself up for a response from anybody else, just like myself. Now, my response to you was an attack to you, was an attack to that comment, and attack to everybody else that holds that opinion. Because in my opinion, it was wrong. And I state my facts. If you believe I'm wrong, you come right back at me. No problem. So, and I have to say this. Epps, you did make a great thought there, right? Who the hell am I to talk about that? What is my background? Well, the people that earlier in the show, when I explained who I was, I'm going to quickly explain. I'm going to spend an hour. I started out college, cum laude. Okay, went to work for a Big 8 accounting firm as a consultant auditor, like you see in TV. Ask Markham. Yeah, I worked for that kind of company, where my clients were First Boston, Merrill Lynch International, so on, etc. Aramco, the largest oil company in the world, by the way, people don't even know about. And then I went to work in private industry, basically small to medium-sized business, worked all range of them, nonprofits, for-profit entity, as a controller, chief financial officer, so an executive. Okay, then I had enough with the up and down. I started out my own consulting firm. And I had attached as an independent contractor to a couple of consulting firms. What I dealt with, this is my management. When I talk about across all industries, my skill was to help companies, middle-sized companies that are not profitable, and make them profitable. You know what's the number one problem, no matter what type of industry they were, because there were various industries? Management skills. Sounds familiar? Management skills is the number one problem. And I'm telling you, I've been in all different kind of industries, from large plumbing companies to hospitals, right? They're all the same. The management skills is all the same. The problem is all the same. And that's why I know for me personally, when I see management skills problems in the NFL, that's who you're talking to, my friend. Thank you.
And now he's retired. He's a pimp. All right.
And now I'm retired. Thank you. Because you know why I retired, guys? Because of health reasons. Seriously, I had diabetes, arthritis, and I couldn't be running around.
Let me respond to that. Larry, I get that. And guess what? I respect all that. That's great. You've had a wonderful career, and I'm very happy for you. But when we were in a debate, if you leave your channel open to comment at people personally and attack them personally, I don't respect.
Well, you know what?
I respect you, Larry. I let you talk. What I don't tolerate is people talking over me, Larry. But anyways, what I said was, I respect you. I respect that you had a great career and you know business and this and that. But what I don't respect is you attacking somebody personally. That's what I don't respect. We did not know each other, and I've heard a lot of good things from a lot of people I respect in this community about you, Larry. So I'm sure that you're a great guy.
All right, now that we've got all that out the way.
Quick response to Epps.
Oh
Steve,
my
okay?
God!
All right, Steve, quickly. Epps, I certainly understand you feel that way. I cannot operate because that's our society. Everything's so PC correct. I don't operate that way. So it was never my intent, and it really wasn't. No, if you think that's okay, I understand it, but it wasn't. That's a fact.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, Pete's a great example. Hey, Pete, who was the only one that let you spew all those nonsense and didn't cut you off when you started? And all of a sudden, people said, "Wow, Larry has a great thing here. Let Pete go."
I accept that, Larry. Then you know what? Let's start off on a new foot. And you know what? First impressions aside.
What do I
do? Damn, Pete, you just gonna let Larry call you out?
hey,
I've got to say one thing.
Larry is a pioneer.
If I don't call
Larry
you
is
out,
the
that's a sign
pioneer.
of disrespect.
He actually built
that
it
means
for
I actually
us.
respect you.
So I give all my props
Larry,
and respect to Larry when it comes to like the channel and stuff.
And I'm sorry
but again,
if I took it the wrong way.
It's like I'm gonna say it like this.
Go ahead.
You can call somebody a moron. You can call somebody an imbecile. You can call somebody an idiot.
Take that out.
And you can go, and you can go ahead and say, well, look at the dictionary. You can use that narrative if you like, the people that use that. But then if I come online and say, well, look at that bitch, go look at the dictionary. You get what I'm saying? I can tell you to go look. So it's those little like slick words. Don't worry, Steven. I'm just giving you an example. That's a $10 swear jar right there. I got you. But but look, But Steven, check this out. If I don't, let's say I use the narrative, go look up that word, and it's not a bad word, so I don't have to give you a swear jar. That's all I'm saying. Like Larry likes to use these little like slick words that he knows he uses them just to get somebody on fire, and that's what it does to me. Like when he starts doing the little, all right, morons, and all of this stuff, that gets to me. I got to be honest. So I get fired up. It might not be a bad word. I know. Like, listen, Larry. Hold on. It might not be a bad word, but I promise you, like Ep says, not Mike Epps. Like Ep said, that only is allowed online. Like in a bar, like people won't be using those words. Oh, you idiot! Don't say that because that is like some sort of disrespect in some sort of way. Whether you guys want to agree with me or not. So using the dictionary narrative on those words does not work.
Pete, let me piggyback off that, Pete. If we're in a bar and I say, Pete, you're an idiot, guess what? Pete's gonna show me he's not an idiot.
Yeah. Let me say this.
Pete, there's always one guy on these streams.
Pete's not wrong, guys. Pete, you know what I say, right? It's okay to say moron or idiot as long as you're talking about the comment, not the person. Now, unfortunately, we are fans, including you, moi, and we get very emotional, including moi. And a couple of times I went a little too far, and I had to apologize for that. But most of the time, when I say moron, you know, Pete, because I always tell people. Yeah, you can always remind you when it gets too personal. Don't make it personal. You can criticize the comment, but not the person.
Hey, Steven, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Todd. Please interrupt this. Please.
No, you know what? Hey, Epps, I have nothing but respect for you on the panel. Don't get me wrong, but I can see why Gesicki blocked you.
I know. Listen, man. I know.
Gesicki's insensitive. I agree with Epps there. Actually.
No, I grew up in an environment that where if somebody called you, like Pete said, if somebody called you a bitch, I'm going to show you that I ain't one.
Hey, man.
That's the environment that I grew up in.
You know what, Epps? When I talk like that is because I'm among friends. You're exactly right. Ain't nowhere I'm going to a bar and don't know somebody going to talk like that.
Okay, well, we weren't friends yet because I never met you.
You know what? That gets you a knife in the back.
We weren't friends yet, Larry, because I never met you. Was my point.
This Dolphin family here.
But I never met you before, Larry. That was my point.
This right here, Pete, Larry, Epps, everybody. This is the real Dolphin community. There's always this one cat that's on these panels that's like, yeah. So yeah, like let's not fight and blah blah blah. No, man. No.
Talking about me?
No, I can't remember his name. I know he was on TD show. He was on TD show way back when TD started, and he fell asleep on the show and was like straight up snoring. I can't remember that guy's name. I think his name is Michael or something, or I can't remember that guy's name, man. But he has good takes. He just. That always comes out of his mouth. Like, let's not be arguing. Let's not be fighting. But you know what, bro? That's this community in a nutshell, man. That's just who we are. Like, it's just not. It's not.
The comment before about our fan base. Yeah, you know what? We're family, and guess what happens when you have family together? We fight amongst each other.
No.
Guess what happens when the enemy comes between our family?
Like Vin Diesel.
Right. Guess what happens when the enemy comes between our family? The family comes together. In my show, it's an open forum. I've had people like RD and a couple, not RD, the other RD too, or whatever, and Buffalo fans, Jet fans, and boom, and we get together, close in as a family. We're a family. We argue among each other. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Steven, to wrap this argument thing up, Larry, I want to say one more thing to you.
Rashad just wanted y'all to know that he saved a bunch of money on his car insurance. Larry, I want to say one more thing to you. If I took it the wrong way,
you think EM Dolphin fan wants to be on the polite panel?
No. No.
Listen, I just want to say something. I would love to come. I would love to come see your show. I would love to get to know you better and go on your show and see what you're all about. I would love to do that. I didn't know you very well when you called me that, and I took it the wrong way. I do take a lot of things the wrong way. And you know what? Like Innes says,
just so everybody knows why I'm actually letting this play out. Number one, I'm having way too much fun with Andre.
I do yell, and that's how I am in real life. Man.
That's okay. We have yellers too.
Yeah, I yell in real life all the time.
But you know what?
I'm a Dolphin fan.
know what?
Hey.
No, you know what you did was beautiful. I love what you listened to me. You heard my side of the story, and now we coming, buddy. The next time,
Yeah, I would love to come to your show,
comment.
and I would love to see what you're about. I would love to get to
Can
know
y'all
you.
just hug it out and kiss?
You know what I'm saying?
And like,
I
say,
love you.
Thank you.
But first,
everybody's open as long as there's a spot.
But as far as some people go, I'm not gonna name any names. You fake, bro. When I was on your side about Tua, you loved me, and now that I'm not on your side, you hate me. Guess what? I bet you if I tell you I love Tua again, you come love me again, bro.
Hey, all I gotta say is you're gonna go over to Larry's show, bro. Be prepared, man. There's a lot of 2 years over there, man.
No, we have a lot of people get emotionally controlled from
Alexander. Honestly, I'm an emotional guy, man. I'm very emotional.
You know what? That's what we love. That's what
I'm
we
on
want
medication. I'm
That's
not
why
gonna lie.
we're fans.
Hey, MCJB, are those golf balls behind you?
I'm on
I love you,
medication
MC.
for my problems. I do have
too.
problems.
Play golf?
I used to, not no more though.
I like the golf balls.
I do have emotional problems and like manic problems.
I've never seen so many balls in my life.
I mean, I'm on
What she
medication,
said.
Larry. It is what it is.
Right.
That's exactly what she said.
So am I, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I am
you know
emotional,
what?
but that's just how I am in real life, man.
Yeah. You know what? I'm one of those. I'm proud to say I'm one of those.
Guess who's up here? Guess who's up here?
And I take medication for it.
What's up,
So,
D1?
Yeah.
Hello, D1.
Hey, D1.
What's up,
Me and
everybody?
D1 have gotten into a lot of arguments.
Oh, me too.
Play the Tua song. Play the Tua song. Let's go.
Hey, y'all.
One more
y'all
week
all,
of the Tua song.
Y'all all a bunch of simpletons. How about that?
Oh, I love that.
What, you so mad at me with that Tua song? Why you mad? I knew I got all y'all Tua haters
D1,
mad as
I
hell over
brought
that
you up
Tua
here
song.
because now that
Oh no, I'm not a Tua hater, bro.
D1, I brought you up
get it
here
right.
because there were now that I stopped the madness. It was just way too nice up here, and it's wilding out Wednesday. And I need you to name call people.
You know
and
what?
make
Some of my
people mad.
best friends have been arguments in the beginning, so I have a feeling me and Larry might become best friends. I don't know.
You might become best friends. First of all,
Abs, you need a Zanny right now.
I'm on clonazepam 3 times a day. 1 milligram.
Oh, see, I knew you had to be on
take
something.
Buron once a
I
day.
knew you had to be on
And I
something.
take Zoloft, and I take
you're worse off than me,
Big
buddy.
Drip said we admitted it. We were powerless over the
Risperdal.
Dolphins.
They had me on
and the
Risperdal
two
for a while.
made our
That's
life
what the
unmanageable.
Dolphins do to you. They put you on medication.
Big Drip
That's so
said
right.
the comment other
That's
day.
right. I can't watch a game sober.
Yeah, I have to. I mean,
I
the only
can't
thing
watch
that
a
calms
game.
me down,
First of
honestly,
all, I don't
is-
even eat during the games because I'm not going to be able. I just don't have any appetite. My stomach is all in knots or whatever. I just don't want to eat.
DDG
when
says,
watching the
imagine
Dolphins."
blocking MFers
I don't
out
even
here,
plan on
blocking
watching
people
that
more than Gasecki. Hey, just so you know, Gasecki's best block of his career was blocking Epps.
Shut Larry, man. Shout out to Steven. That was good. That was good.
Drop the mic.
Bang, bang.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic.
That was good. Drop the mic, Steven. You can't
Drop the mic.
disconnect.
Drop the mic on that one.
That made it all worth it. I'm just saying.
But I don't know why y'all all like as if we can still got one more game left. Like we about to sweep the Pats.
We are.
True story. It don't mean shit, but just for talk, trash talking purposes.
D1, swear jar.
Yes,
there
I
is
know.
a swear jar on this channel. God.
Yes,
You know what kills me? If we sweep the Pats, they're the ones in the playoff.
Yep. And you know what?
I mean, it don't
Todd,
matter.
It's
We're
only
gonna-
gonna be. You know what? Tua throwing 5 tutties and maybe 500 yards would be just perfect to confuse this fan base.
I don't think it's. Why would it confuse?
I would love.
Why would it go? Hold on.
Touchdowns
Why
and
would it
5 touchdowns.
confuse y'all? Stick to y'all film analysis.
No, well, it wouldn't confuse me.
And why would one game change?
I would still say it's trash because
that's our
I've had a
fan
big
base.
enough sample size to know what's going forward with Tua, and it's just not good.
True story.
And what's
I
the
gave him a
sample size?
chance.
I mean,
I
not
gave him a
true
chance,
story.
D1. You know I did. I gave him a
Don't
chance.
tell
man.
Andrevius that.
I don't-
Andrevius is going to sip some more tea.
I don't know you gave him a chance. I don't.
I did, D1. You know
I don't
man.
know. I don't know when you were
Hey,
on
Rod
or
says
off your
Stephen
meds.
D's on fire. Bang bang.
You don't know when I was off my meds.
I don't know when you
got a
was
question for
on
you
or off
guys.
your
I got a
meds.
question.
So I don't
Hold on,
know
hold on.
what.
I got a question real quick, Russell, before I go, because
May I have the floor,
real
please?
quick. Let's say going into next season, we have the same exact roster, nothing different.
Why would we
Only
do that?
only Deshaun Watson. That's it.
We win 2 or 3 extra games.
We might go undefeated, honestly.
No, get out of here.
That's
No way.
Come on.
I don't have a. I don't have enough
But here's
alcohol.
here's the thing. Nobody
I'm
pays attention
praying
to
for that
which,
to happen.
But here's the thing. Nobody pays attention to, and it made me think of it during the Tannehill game. I'm gonna ask y'all how many people on defense do we have when Tannehill was last year? How many of the same players?
I mean, I don't know.
I couldn't tell you honestly.
Baker and Zaven.
And Zaven.
And Devontae Parker. And Devontae Parker.
Hold on. How
he's talking
many?
about
Hold on. I
defense.
didn't finish yet, Pete. Let me talk. Now, how many holdovers on offense do we have since Tannehill was here?
I have no idea.
Jesse Davis.
7. We have
Parker.
7. We have 7. There are still 7 players here on offense when Tannehill was here. Why is it we haven't had as much turnover on the offensive side of the ball as opposed to the defensive side of the ball in the last 2.5 years?
I can answer that for you. It's simple.
Why do we still got the Isaiah Ford?
Actually, what are you talking about, D1? Offense is what
Zach
we
Van Jay
transition
Will,
probably
stop
most
that,
of the most players.
How?
You know
When we
how
still
many
got 7 players that were here from Tannehill.
The best
On offense
7
as opposed to
players.
2 on defense.
And there's the best players that we've kept. You people keep
Oh, so
the best
the Albert
players. You're not
Wilsons, the Jakeem Grants, the Isaiah Fords, the Jesse Davis,
the Brock
the
Osweilers,
Allen Hearns,
the Jay Cutlers,
Hey, don't
Josh
you talk about Brock
Rosen,
Osweiler.
What that has to do with the holdovers of when Tannehill was like
Isaiah Wilson, all the offensive linemen.
That has
what was
nothing to
that?
do with what I was
Eric
talking about, Pete.
Flowers.
You're not.
Look
You're
how many.
deflecting. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
I think he's just talking.
No,
he
you're
really
saying,
just talking.
Because you're saying we haven't really put anything more than on offense, and all we've done
No,
was
we
transition
haven't,
more to
Pete. We
defense.
still have 7 players left from when Tannehill was last year.
And what side? And
one
what side
of the
has
ball.
more? And what side of the ball has more?
The offense has more since Tannehill
Side
was
note, is
here.
anybody else memorized by this guy's golf balls?
What are you talking about, D1?
Well, did you just
What are you talking about? I literally laid out what I said.
I see what you did there. That looks.
I
pretty
literally
good.
laid out that there's been more turnover on defense since Tannehill was here than it's been on offense.
No, and I'm telling you, it's on offense.
Brutal
We've had
No, how
more.
is it on offense, Pete? If there's 7 people still here from when Tannehill was last year, you sounding like a
Okay. So those 7 that were here since Tannehill were here, we still moved more pieces to do more on offense than we did on defense.
How did
And
they
those
move
numbers
more
show you.
pieces on
Since
offense, Pete? If
Tannehill
there's
has
7
been here,
people still
since
here,
Tannehill has left, how many of those pieces on defense still remain on the team? It's 5 of them. So obviously, we work less on defense than it was for offense. We had to transition
How
this
is
offense
that?
so many times. Quarterback change after quarterback change after quarterback change.
See, now if I use the word imbecilic or moronic or idiotic or any of that.
All right.
So
Okay.
tell me where I'm not understanding that.
Hold on. Russell, please go ahead, Russell. Please go, Russell.
Thank you, Stephen. So I think the point that D1 is trying to make is the fact that we simply have not added the same amount of talent on offense that we have on defense since obtaining Tua as our quarterback. That is pretty plain and simple because the offense is the one that's been struggling, not the defense, because they've rebuilt the defense. They have not truly rebuilt this offense, and they did not do enough. No matter what anybody says, you can say it's an excuse all you want. They did not give Tua enough. This is why I was so irritated.
I'm an island boy.
Because I'll put it this way. I love the Javon Holland pick. I like the Jalen Phillips pick. But that draft should have been about Tua. It should have been Waddle,
You see that on
Najee Harris, and more offensive linemen. And, that's where I stand with it. I complained about it the
Hey,
entire
Russell,
time.
you got bad feedback coming from your mic, bro. Just so you know.
And to be honest with you,
There should have been more wide receivers to get rid of DVP, like I said.
Be honest with you, the year
Thank you,
before it
Russell,
should have
for
been
explaining
Jonathan.
it.
It should have been Jonathan Taylor instead of Noah.
And Justin Jefferson.
Russell, I was getting bad feedback. That's why I put you on mute, man. It was bad.
So Russell basically said, I don't know how else I had to say it, but that's what I meant. We've only since Tannehill last played 2018. We have two pieces left on defense when he was here. Baker and Zaven. We have
D1.
7 on offense. There's not enough turnover on offense.
D1. That's because we have a head coach who was a defensive coordinator.
That's
true. Oh yes, I perfectly understand that. I mean, he wanted to build his
priorities
defense,
is out of order,
and this is what he wanted to build, and we focused the most on it.
If we're going to use him being a defensive-minded coach as an excuse to why he won't develop this offense, then he shouldn't be a fucking head coach. He should be a defensive coordinator.
What in the world, guys?
But here's my thing with it.
He shouldn't be a head coach.
And he should have never got steamrolled by the Titans running game if he knew that was the best thing they can do.
He needs literally a second head coach that just runs the offense. Like how Dan Quinn basically was really focused on the defense with the Falcons, and Kyle Shanahan was basically the head coach of the offense. That's the type of offensive coordinator Flores needs. Literally an extension of himself as the second head coach.
I don't mean to interrupt, but can everybody hear me? Is there still feedback?
No, you're good.
You're
Sound good, Russell.
Okay, so essentially that's exactly what I was trying to prove with what D1's saying, and this has been an ongoing issue with Flo and with Greer because Flores, in my opinion, I don't like the idea of a head coach having authority in a draft. I think he should have some input, but I think ultimately that should come down to the general manager. That is what he's hired to do.
Belichick does.
And guess what? Look how bad they did.
I mean, I don't mind it if it was a good history of being a good
Belichick has never been a good drafter. Russell's right. Belichick's never drafted.
Can't draft a wide receiver to save his life. The only position I truly feel like Belichick is even remotely good at is quarterback.
And linebacker.
And linebacker.
D lineman. Will Fork was a home run. This Will Fork was a home run.
The point of the matter is, we should have never taken Austin Jackson there. We should have we should have never done that. This is where Greer screwed up. So now we have to make up for the mistakes that we have made by drafting and fix that with coaching. And the only one who can change that is Flores, because he needs to be given the ultimatum: either get a proven, experienced offensive coaching staff or you're gone. That's exactly what I would do if I was Greer. I'd be like, this is it for you, Flores. Get an experienced offensive coaching staff, an offensive coordinator, ones that are proven winners, or you're gone. It's that simple.
And I hate when the fans say you should fire. I don't want to fire Greer. I don't.
No, Greer
I feel as though we done had so many coaches.
This year's picks have been saved by Greer.
I'm on the fence with Greer.
We done brought so many coaches over.
Bro,
hold on. Let me finish my statement right quick.
This draft class is the best draft class in the last 5 to 10 years of any team.
How many opportunities did we give Greer to draft though? How many drafts does he have to mess up?
He
only had 3. He's only been in charge of 3 drafts.
He's only messed up one draft for Sean.
Okay, I'm just asking.
You take out Tua, Noah, and Austin Jackson. Look at his pedigree. Look at his pedigree.
But he also drafted Christian Wilson.
So how many do we
Brandon
give
Jones.
him? Was the question?
Well,
how many do we give
you
him?
also have to account for the fact that he also drafted
Travis, I'm gonna put you on the main screen for a minute.
Charles Harris, all part of that.
I want y'all to hear the question clearly.
Hey, I'll take a shot with you,
How many
Xavier. I'll take a
opportunities
I'll
shot.
take a
are we
shot.
going to give
I'll take a
Greer
shot
to
with you,
mess
bro.
up?
Is this
Everybody,
spite?
shot.
And how
I got
many
a grab.
first round
Andrevius.
picks are we allowing him to mess up? Okay, now answer the question.
I mean, bro, no GM is perfect. Every GM has strengths and weaknesses. And it's just that
he's 2
Greer's
for 8.
weakness that we've seen, but it's like it's been a weakness for the last 3 GMs.
It's free agency.
Has been this O line
and free
getting this
agency.
O line together.
You're right. You're right.
Free
All right,
agency
guys,
is a crapshoot.
but
Free
real quick, let me hit the reset button. This is Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clap Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. And right now we got Dolphin chat panel.
Can't fire
I got
me.
a full panel up here. I got Larry. I got D1. Y'all know those two guys because they got some amazing channels up there.
Trash talker.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4 Epps. We got Todd L. We got Rashad. We got my man Crypto, who hasn't even said anything yet, as well as Russell, and my man MCJB with the golf balls over there. And then obviously the man, the myth, the legend, who's just over there sipping on some scissor, Andrevius, over there just sipping away on a little bit of everything this morning from what it looks like. Hey, want to remind y'all, there are 2 spots left for this amazing giveaway that I have going on. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4 F's just typing away, by the way. All right, so we got the Frank Gore
don't hit back.
Frank Gore autographed jersey. All right, let me bring it out. It is right here.
Oh shit!
We got the Frank Gore autographed jersey.
Motherfucker.
And we also have, and I'm not going to get it out because I'm not bending over again because my back is killing me. But the autographed Ricky Williams 8x11. All right, so there is $25 per slot. You can do it if you look at the description in the link. PayPal or Cash App gets you an extra slot. There's 2 slots left, but if there's more people that donate, I will add you to it. It's $25 per slot. But let's get these last 2 slots filled up at least. And a portion of all the money raised is going to go towards the Positive Porpoises Dolphins Cancer Challenge. So there's 2 slots left. So let's fill those slots up, guys. If you guys just want to donate to the channel, you guys can do that as well through the YouTube live super chat. All right, now that I've said all that, I do want to bring up a topic and start wrapping up the show a little bit. My question to you is, what do you want to see on Sunday? What do you guys want to see on Sunday? What is it? Is there anything that can happen on Sunday that makes you be like, you know what? I think I'll go into the offseason feeling good. Is there any?
I don't want to see our team give up this last game, even though we have nothing to play for. It's a Patriots game.
Right,
We've always been in this
pride.
situation where our season is over, but we're facing the Patriots at the last game of the year, and we beat them in Miami. I mean, that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the status quo.
I'm here for that.
Of when we play them in Miami.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Miami Miracle.
Can you hear me, D1? D1?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. We need to beat the. We need to crush the Patriots just so we can have a going out with a bang. You know, just so we can get the sweep, even though it's a meaningless sweep at this point. It'd have been nice to beat them.
You do realize if we beat them and we sweep them, I want to say it'll be the first time in how long? Since 2000. And that's, and by the way, that's something to be said. There's something to be said.
And Steven, do you know how much trash talking I could give the Patriots? Like you let Tua's 3-0 versus you. You can't even beat Tua. What makes you think you're gonna beat Deshaun Watson? What makes you think you can beat Deshaun Watson if you can't beat Tua?
I'll be real with you.
That's true.
That's
true, D1. They'll never beat Deshaun Watson.
I really want them to go ham on Sunday.
I agree. This is
You're right. You're right, D1. That's a good point. What makes you think you're gonna beat Deshaun Watson?
That's why I be telling Patriots fans like, "Oh, y'all gonna let go of Tua?" I'm like, bro, it's a win-win situation. You can't beat Tua, and we're gonna get a better quarterback. So what are y'all clamoring for? Like,
Yeah.
Well,
It's
you
a,
know,
it's an
hey, you
upgrade.
know how.
Greer said it's an upgrade.
Hey,
Greer said it at his
Todd,
press conference.
Todd, go ahead, Todd.
Well, you know how Buffalo. We always claim that they're Flores' daddy. At least Flores can claim he's Belichick's daddy.
Yeah,
he's
that's
the
a good
only.
point too.
He's the only disciple to have a winning record against Belichick.
Against Belichick, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So far, because Matt Patricia hasn't.
One, honestly, having a winning record is important to me, and two, Jalen Waddle getting his record, beating Anquan Bolton's record is what's important.
How many receptions is he?
I think he needs 4.
He needs 4.
He needs 4
break it.
He needs
And they
4
can
to
do that in the
own
first drive. They should have designed that first drive specifically
Throw
to
him
break
4
the record.
screens.
Why? We suck at screens.
I'm just saying,
Well, yeah.
force feed him the ball is what I'm saying.
Yeah, force feed him. Yeah,
If you want to force it, I'd rather
that first drive should be
by not giving
constructive
them screens
for Jalen Waddle. Nobody else should be catching passes on this first drive other than
Exactly.
Jalen
I
Waddle.
agree with Crypto 100%. Jalen Waddle needs to get that record because this kid came out of the draft and he is lining up in so many different spots. He is so ahead of he's so ahead of rookie wide receivers usually. I'm not going to bring Jamar Chase because he's great, but he's so ahead of most rookie wide receivers. Usually you don't see a good leap till the third year. He's lining up on the slide. He's lining up on the outside. He's in motion. He is so ahead. You know this kid's studying, and he deserves the record, and I hope to God he gets it.
Hey, it's not just that. It's not just that. You've seen how many times he's been down on the field. He goes to the sideline, and he's right back out.
Exactly. This kid has worked so hard.
Yeah, this game, guys, it's important for the Miami Dolphins, the Miami fans, finishing 9-8 after the way we started. And actually, it's not that far from 2 wins is not that far from our expectations. So, our hopes at the beginning of the year. So it's important. It's important to Tua to finish strong. Okay. Oh, by the way, one thing that was overlooked in this horrible game, and there was no way to sugarcoat it. Tua had a very, very bad game yesterday, but he also had the longest pass in the NFL this past week at 55.8 yards. That pass to Waddle. That's so for you people that says that Tua can't throw the deep ball. That's twice this season he's had the longest pass in the NFL.
And
Just
frozen
saying.
in snow and frozen rain.
He can't throw more than 10 yards. I don't know what Larry's talking about.
Hey, what you talking about, Larry? He can't throw more than 5 yards, Larry. Stop.
Yeah,
it.
you
guys
got
do
crypto.
know
I
we
know.
were
I
the
believe
first
that,
team
buddy.
to do
Wow.
something last week.
We were what?
The first team in it since the merger to do something last week.
What is that?
To win 7 games through November and not make the playoffs through those months. To have a 7-game win streak and not make the playoffs.
Of course.
That makes me sad. That makes me very sad.
Thanks for nothing with
You
that.
shouldn't
fun fact.
start off 1 and 7.
You
That's
brought
true.
me down. You brought me down.
That's not Tua's
Don't
fault.
start off
So you know what way to look at that? You know, yeah, it's sad, but that should give you hope for the future coming
It does
up.
give me hope. I'm just
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it does. It means
guys,
you
in
can't. You
reality,
don't give
we should
up.
have a lot of hope.
Do
But
we
that
have?
doesn't mean we're going to go in there blindly because we know there are problems that need to be fixed. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
So,
Quick
Jose's
question.
back.
Quick question.
Jose,
What'd you say? 1, 2, 3.
Shout out to
We've
Jose.
been looking
with the
for you,
$50
Jose.
donation.
hey, Jose.
Jose.
Hey, he's
been
the
hiding
guy
out.
he's the guy that said he would match Pete's donation, and he disappeared, Steven. He's back.
Oh,
There
hey,
we
what
go.
was Pete's
He matched
donation? He what did he match? I thought Pete had $150.
No, it was Andrevius. He had it was Andrevius.
It was me.
Yeah, he had a $20 donation.
Nice
and
try,
Jose said he
Steven.
would
Nice
match
That
it,
try.
was good, right?
and he
You like that?
disappeared.
Jose, shout out to you for the $50 donation. This is in response. Explain to people real quick what happened on Andrevius. Like he had to match. Who was it?
He said he would give. I think he said $40 if Pete admitted that Tua was better than Brissett. Then Pete finally said it.
Yeah, he did.
And then I said I would match it, and I gave the money, but then he disappeared.
And Jose disappeared. You remember?
Hey, look! Shout out to Jose.
Yeah, shout out for being a man.
Everybody,
Jose.
give a clap to Jose. Like that's a shout out to you, Jose. Okay, I'm sorry.
Respect, Jose. Respect, bro.
All right. I got some other people that want to come on. So let's start doing final thoughts of the day. and then we'll start wrapping up the show a little bit. So Russell, I will start with you first, Russell.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts of the day.
I'm actually not watching this. The only thing I'd be interested in seeing would be Waddle breaking that record. Outside of that, honestly, the season ended when they lost to Tennessee.
You're breaking up, Russell. You're breaking up. Can barely hear you.
Let's see here. Is that any better?
That's better.
Okay. So I'm not watching the game this weekend. Like I said,
because you're working. Because you're working.
But actually, no, I'm not working. I just found better things to do with my time.
Russell.
The season ended for me when they lost Tennessee.
Don't listen to Steven Russell. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. There are better things to do than be depressed. I promise you. There's better things to do than be depressed.
Exactly. And I've had enough depressing stuff.
Two and ears don't want to watch Tua no more. I get it.
Hey, first of all, I'm not even a Tua here. For the millionth time, I wanted Joe Burrow.
You.
I stated
I'm joking,
several
Russell.
times.
I'm joking. I know you want to joke.
Now, do I support Tua? Yes, I do support him. I like him as a person. I do like him as a football player. Do I think he's been treated fairly? No. Do I think that he's been given ample opportunity? No. I think he needs another year, but I'll be the first to say this. I don't see him on the team next year, and I can fully admit that. I truly think that they're going to blow it all up at that position and go after an experienced veteran, no matter who that, whether that be Aaron Rodgers, John Watson, whoever. I just want it to be a winner. That's all that matters to me. Outside of that, fins up, fellas.
Fins up, baby. I appreciate it,
I wish
man.
this level 2 noob guy would get up here one day. He's funny, then.
I do like level 2 noob. I would love for him to get up here. All right, Russ, be good, bro. All right, man. Now we got Russell on off of here.
Let me go next.
All right, Rashad, you go next. Just so everybody knows, I am saving Andrevius for last today because Andrevius and I are gonna have a little bit of a drinking party here at the end. It's gonna be good times. It's gonna be good times. All right,
Batman, what's up?
Batman, what's up, brother? I'll bring you on here in a minute, man. Who just Rashad? Did you say you wanted to go?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rashad.
Just want to upset a couple people real quick. Don't take this the wrong way. I would definitely take Deshaun Watson over Tua. But how many games did Tua lose this year? How many games was he the reason we lost? Is
the Jaguars, the Falcons, the Titans,
and all
the
Bills.
Injured too, man, they rolls right off the tongue. How many more you want me to give you?
How many times you want to say we had to use a backup quarterback?
I'm talking about the games he played and he lost. The games he played.
This last game?
He lost. Yeah, the last game for sure. Next. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Fins up.
What?
I don't know. He was trying to make a point.
That's a good one.
That was so good, though. It was like,
that was good. It's drop the mic moment.
It's so good.
Not really. So I guess. Not really.
All right.
Hate don't look good on you.
Hate is not a good color, sir. Hate is not a good color. Larry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Final thoughts of the day from you, my friend.
Final thoughts. Once the season over, we're going to analyze everything. I am hopeful. Okay, I am truly am. I think this is the best position we've been in a very, very long time going on forward. Of course, we have to see them make the right moves, and that's something we will discuss about later on in the show because all of this is hope, and they have moves to make, but they have the assets to make the moves, and that's why I'm hopeful. So hopefully we'll see that during the course of the offseason and continue to make that right move. And guys, I want you to understand, I love Tua, but I've always said Deshaun Watson at the right price, that's the smart business decision. At the right price. That's a smart business decision.
Andrevius, read Jose's thing. Go ahead, Larry. Sorry.
No, I'm finished. Thank you, guys. Hey, stay safe, everybody. See you in my show on Thursday.
All right, Larry.
Thanks, Jose.
Larry, can you put
See you
your
tomorrow,
link,
Larry.
Can you put your link to your channel in the chat? Because I want to send people over to your stuff.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can only do in private chat because I don't have your show. Let me see if I have your show.
Yeah, that
If you put it in the private chat, I'll put it in there.
Okay, I have to get it. I don't even have it because I haven't saved that. Go ahead, I'll do that when you get somebody else up there.
All right, yeah, just stay in the back room and I'll do that.
All right, Larry.
All right, MCJB, my man with the golf balls, bruh. Take yourself off mute. Take yourself off mute, man.
I knew that.
Bro, I've liked your display today as we were going crazy.
I've been watching you.
I know, man. You were sitting there doing all. So next time you come on, I need to have a different. You need a different word with golf balls.
Oh.
Think
With
about
that
it.
little
Think about
boy,
it next
I don't
time.
think it fit anything.
You got to think about it. You got to think about it next
That's
time.
tough. Okay.
Hey, and final thoughts of the day, MCJB.
Well, I want to say apologies. I knew it was going to come when I said at the beginning of the show. I was saying about what I said. I'm not going to say it. And everyone was just coming out screaming, and I knew it was going to happen. I'm not doing that again.
Hey,
doing that again.
Andrevius, go ahead and tell him what his hat says. Go ahead, Andrevius. Take yourself off mute and say it. Say it, Andrevius.
Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide. Let's go.
Hey, who y'all think is going to win, Bama or Georgia?
It says garbage.
So you know what? I'm so real quick. Let me say something.
Rooting for the underdog.
I am so sick of Alabama and Georgia being in the championship game. I'm sick of it, dude.
It's rigged. It's rigged.
I wanted to see Alabama play Georgia in the playoff, right? Because I didn't want to see it again in the national championship game. I would have rather have seen Cincinnati or Notre Dame play each other, and the winner of that game play Alabama and Georgia. Because
you saw it. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Look, here's a reality. Nick Saban and we as Dolphin fans do not like that man, and rightfully so. But man, he is like I've never seen somebody dominate one sport with the exception of maybe Belichick in the NFL.
With all those 5-star recruits, yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, it's
Steven, you know the
it's
DolFan
unbelievable.
commandments, dude. Come on, man. Don't bring up his name.
I got you. I got to give
Don't
credit
make me
where
tweet
credit's due,
solo,
bro.
man.
I got to give credit where credit's due, bro. I can't stand him. I don't like him. I hate Alabama.
I get that.
Bro, like they're in it every year.
Yeah, nobody cares, bro.
Roll Tide,
Nobody cares about
baby.
their 5-star recruiting every year, bro.
Roll Tide,
That's
baby.
great. I don't know how he does that. Like
you don't know how he does that with nothing but 5-star recruits.
5-star recruiting every
Hey,
year.
who's the basketball
beat
coach
him.
at was Calipari? Calipari's the same. Calipari. I can't say his last name for the life.
Yeah, but he only won one.
Yeah, and it was
But he was always getting one and dones. Always.
Yeah.
Krzyzewski was too. Mike Krzyzewski over at
Duke. Yep.
You know,
Man, I want to go real quick and give my final thoughts. I got to go,
all right,
bro.
MCJB, be good, bro.
Peace up. Fins up.
Fins up.
Peace out, man.
All right, Spurs fan, go ahead, Spurs fan.
suck.
That's why we beat y'all. Lakers suck. Anyways, bro, look, I forgot what I was gonna say because you're over there kissing Nick Saban's ass. I don't know why.
I'm not. And by the way, swear jar, bro. Come on.
It's about giving credit, man. We give credit to Brady.
I just want to say what D1 and Russell were saying earlier, bro, about, everybody keeps going back to, you gotta build around Tua, and they could have done a better job in the draft. Look, for the most part, that first draft with Tua, the first 3 picks, even Tua, he was a decent pick. You could say that was the only part that Chris Greer really failed in, to be honest. For the most part, we have some decent offensive linemen. I think we got about 3, at least 3. And don't be so quick to say, well, Deshaun Watson's not gonna be successful with this line because he's a totally different QB than Tua. And on the flip side of that, look at what the Browns are doing right now. They got a top 5 offensive line, and they ain't even in the playoffs. And you're going to sit here and tell me that Tua's better than Baker Mayfield? I don't think so, bro. Shout out to EM Dolphin fan.
Mayfield's not even going to play on Sunday, bro.
Well, he's better than Tua. Anyways, shout out to EM Dolphin.
Not even in Madden.
Shout out to EM Dolphin fan.
And he's not good.
Shout out to EM Dolphin fan for coining the new phrase, Big I. Big idiot, Big O over there on that show spewing all that nonsense, bro. He is the big guy. I'll see y'all later.
All right, that's the
Oh my God, bro. All right, hey Pete, what's up, Pete? Take yourself off mute, Pete. You got Pete.
I'm back, man. Thank you for having me up, Steven. You know, it's a mission to be up here with you guys, but I appreciate every opportunity you guys give me to come up here and talk to myself. Oh,
hey,
so what's up?
Pete, you have to match Jose's donation today.
Well, yeah, I don't understand what was going on with Jose. What he got going on? Sending me name like
Remember
that.
when you made that big donation a few weeks ago?
No, remember when you said that he said that he would match Andrevius' donation if you said Tua was better than Jacoby.
Yeah. And then
He said that you said it fake.
were.
He said you were faking when you said it. That's what he meant by that.
I mean, Pete was faking when he said it, but he said it.
That's what he meant by you were fake. He wasn't taking a shot at you. He was saying that you were fake when you said it. That you really
because
didn't
I haven't donated?
He bro.
No, he wanted you to say.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, but I know I did it just for the
doesn't get it.
donation.
He
I
still
gotta
don't get
admit, yeah, I was fake.
Yeah, he was saying
fake.
that you were
I was
fake when you said that.
But I did it. I was so fake. I was.
He
I
wasn't
remember
saying
that
you
day
were
like
fake,
it was yesterday.
Steve.
I did it just for the little challenge. I did it just for the little donation challenge.
challenge.
You did it for the tatas.
Yeah,
You did it for the tatas.
There you go. That's what it was. You know those women, beautiful out there in the real world. But listen,
Out here in the real world.
I gotta tell you.
I didn't know that women were fake.
Listen. Well, in the internet world, they could be, right?
See, well, hey, man.
In the real world,
that's called
let me inform
catfishing,
you
son.
guys.
I love it.
Listen. I'm smiling and laughing only because you guys have me laughing. So I appreciate that. At least there's some joy and excitement coming to life. Right?
Somebody called Pete. Pete, when anybody calls Pete and Pete gets like 1 million phone calls, is like, look how Andrevius.
He's a boss. Pete's a boss, man. He gets a lot of calls a day.
We'll wait for Pete to come back, and in the meantime, Batman, I don't want you to do your final thoughts yet, man. What's up, man? How you doing?
Nah, doing good, man. Finally got a day off, man. This Tennessee trip really kicked my butt.
So you were out there in Tennessee hanging out with the Honorable Solo D and Danny Johnson from TPP. By the way, there's two more spots left. 2 more spots left, everybody. What Solo didn't make it?
Yeah, his fight got canceled or something on Friday, and I found out on Saturday.
Hey, you know what? That just tells you how much Solo and I talk.
I reached out to Solo. I messaged him on Friday to see if we were gonna link up, but he said he was gonna fly in on Saturday, but his flight got canceled.
So how was it? Man? With the exception of getting killed in Nashville, how was it?
It's the worst weather I've ever seen in my life. For one, it was bad.
Where do you live?
I live in Miami.
That's right. So you were not used to it.
It was bad.
Hey, Ennis, Pete said, stop donating and buy a phone.
No, I actually thought about that. I gotta have another phone. Listen, man, these guys are getting me. Batman, I'm glad you're up here. You know that. Where's is Ennis up here?
Batman.
He's in the chat. Ennis is in the chat.
Oh man, Batman, you're Tua, poor Tua.
He had a horrific game, but
and I already know where you're going. I heard you just mention weather. Oh my God!
The weather was atrocious. I'm being honest. The weather was atrocious. Like I can't sit down and explain. Even people from like Kentucky, all around. Like we were sitting around a bunch of fans. They were Tennessee fans, and they were saying, "Yeah, the weather's bad. The weather's bad." They were saying it themselves.
Tannehill had any problems? I don't know.
Oh, he barely threw the ball. Look. So it wasn't.
But here's what I didn't understand. Right, like I didn't get to finish this take earlier because I keep getting calls. But listen. in the beginning of the season,
What do you do
before
for
the
a living,
season
Pete? I'm
started-
going to interrupt you again. What do you do
No,
for a living, Pete?
I'm not gonna tell my business. I do
Nobody
it all.
need. Yeah,
Honestly, I do it all.
Pete,
You really want
Pete,
an answer?
Pete,
I do it
Pete,
all.
you're a contract killer, aren't you? You can tell me.
Yes,
You can
yes.
tell me.
I
You
do
be
it
getting
all,
calls.
baby.
He's an
Money from every angle.
entrepreneur, man.
Money from every angle. But
Hey,
listen,
Andrevius,
number one goal, I gotta
entrepreneur.
tell you guys, listen, buy property. Okay, that's what I try to tell everybody. Buy houses, buy property, own it.
D says
Do not
Pete has
pay rent.
a trap phone.
I'm gonna get another phone just so because it's hard out here. But look, this is what
You
I
know
really
it's
didn't
hard
understand. I want to get deep down with my team right now, deep down, because this is the team that I love, and it's so confusing, right? Like a bad relationship, you don't know what's going on. So, in the beginning of the year, we know Tua has bad weather issues. We know this. So hear me out. This is why I blame that loss. It's all on Coach Flores. It is not Tua's fault that he doesn't perform well in bad weather inclements. You understand what I'm telling you? There's a lot of people that would have performed well in those circumstances.
We call that
It's up
inclement
to
weather.
That was bad, man. Look, Batman is right. And with the cold, come on. But at the end of the day, you know you have a quarterback. You're trying to win a game. We saw that first half, man. It was a total disaster by Tua. Fumble, drop picks. It was just bad. Like, it was like to the point where, why you keep embarrassing this young man? Like, I deep down inside, listen to me, guys. Deep down inside, I truly feel, and this is why, that's it, bro. I don't want this type of coach. And chances are, these guys are going to be here next year and reap all the benefits from getting Watson. So I just don't like people that try to prove people wrong and like force it on others. Like, a lot of the fan base already knows. The media has been coming out. We don't need to continue this Tua bash. We know who Tua is. Some just didn't want to get along on board with it. But it gets to the point where we're really in this. I don't think you guys really feel. I told you guys the biggest game of the season is this Tennessee game. We need to find a game to win. And we go into halftime. We get out of halftime. No real adjustments. It's bad to bench Tua, yes, the guy that you drafted, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to win a game. And if Jacoby Brissett would have gave you the best shot at winning, that's where you go. And I don't understand. Like, we could have won that game with Brissett, came back, because that game was still in our favor. Entering the second half, we just needed to score points and put that pressure on him. That's when Tannehill would have folded. We gave him, like, we were unbalanced. They could run, they could pass, even in that bad weather, because that's where Tannehill had us due to our lack of efficiency on offense. And I don't think our lack of efficiency would have been like that with Brissett. He would have been able to run the ball, break tackles, make big plays, man. And we still would have had a chance for playoffs right now entering Week 18. But here's the worst thing about it. Now, this is why I trashed Tua a little bit before I go. Isn't it sad? 2 years in a row, Tua lets us down Week 17. Literally, Week 17 is the week Tua always lets us down. It happened 2 years in a row.
But Pete, let me chime in for a second.
Now
Though. He messed up. He messed up at the end of the end of the season. But why do we have to rely now on those two games? Why couldn't Jacoby win us a game or something while Tua was gone?
They should have let Jacoby play more games.
Oh my God! You're killing me.
I mean, look, listen to this. But hold on,
really believe
because
that?
this is
He had four full
that's
games,
the
Pete.
type
You
of-
should know that.
Listen, that's the type of take right there that it's a small little thing, and that's a wrong take to say in a way, because you really think Brissett couldn't beat the 7-game win streak that Tua did? Think about it. Brissett would have won all of those games. Now, how about this? Let's flip it. Do you guys think Tua would have beat the Colts? Like, look at the teams Jacoby lost to.
Yes.
And now,
Yes.
this is the funny thing. Nobody wants to give credit to where credit is due. Brissett won that Ravens game. It wasn't Tua. Tua came in the second half just to finish what Jacoby started. That game was going to be won with Brissett no matter what.
There was a change of pace was needed, and he came in and took over.
The defense
So
won
Tua
that
is,
game.
I don't look,
Honestly,
the last person I want to
Yeah.
argue about on my team is Tua, bro. This is the guy that got me so mad. And he's the reason why we're not where we want to be right now. Okay? And it sucks. You know what really sucks? That a homegrown kid that loved his Dolphins all his life didn't get a real fair opportunity.
Hey, you know what? I want to
take this
retract my
job.
statement. I don't. So looking at the game, the Colts game, Jacoby Brissett threw 199 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was very Tua-like numbers. So I will say that I don't know if we would have won the Colts
That
game with
defense
Tua.
let us up on that one. They was
Yeah,
giving up
so
big running yards.
I'll retract that statement.
That's when they running game resurrected, and that game alone, the Colts found their running game. They hit their
Like
first
if you look
100-yard
at
rushing
Brissett's
game.
stats, they're not really bad. Everything you guys love about Tua, high completions, little dump off king, that's exactly what he was doing. The offense was never tailored to benefit Brissett. That's what it is. It was tailored to benefit Tua. Brissett had to work
I will
under
say this.
Tua's offense.
The Vegas game, if Tua was playing, we would have won that game.
Facts.
We would have won the Vegas
Yes,
game.
we
How if he got benched in the Vegas game last year?
Jacoby threw no touchdowns. And if you go look,
you're looking at the bottom score.
And a 14-point
listen to me,
lead.
bro.
We blew it.
If you go look at any time that Tua throws a touchdown, at least one, he wins the majority of those.
I know what you're saying. I hear you,
And that's a
Steven.
dome
But
game, too.
but like, if it was against, but the problem is the team you're naming. You're naming a team that completely took that short RPO offense away early on and got Tua on the bench. So you cannot use the Raiders against me or the Broncos.
Yes, we
can. No, you
Yes,
can't.
we
Well,
can.
I don't allow it. He can.
You don't have
to.
Look,
You don't
if
have to
Tua would have
allow it for it to
played
be
against
true.
the Raiders, if Tua would have played against the Raiders, chances are the same thing would have happened. They would have stunted him, took everything short because they would have took him out of the game. That's what the Raiders are going to do. You think the Raiders are going to play this soft coverage against him like the Falcons did? No, they will embarrass you. This is an AFC team. AFC versus AFC, they give it all. NFC, they'll give you a little zone, soft coverage, try to feel you out here and there, but he ain't beating no Raiders, bro. Y'all don't really realize how bad, and I've been trying to tell y'all.
How bad Jacoby Brissett is?
Like I told y'all from the get-go, we can't even.
Hold on, Pete. Let me hip you to something here, sir. Relax and take notes, because I'm telling you right now, okay? I'm going to come at it from a defense perspective here. If our defense had gotten their crap together earlier this year, we would have won the Vegas game and we would have won the Atlanta game.
The Atlanta and the Jacksonville game.
Yeah,
the coach crapped the bed in that
and the
one.
Jacksonville game. If we had have done that, how many wins do we have right now, people? 8? That would have been
We have 11 wins already.
9, 10, 11 wins. And
we would have already clinched.
And we would have been up for the number 1 seed in the AFC.
That's what would have happened if we would have started Brissett all year.
Brissett had nothing to do with that.
Listen, you got to think about what I'm saying before you try to come back.
Come on, bro. I am.
There's nothing to think about. Brissett's
because
trash.
look, think about this. He's not the best, but he does not limit your offense. Brissett can run that little RPO. You want to give him that simplified?
We score less points per game. How would you not more less limited?
We're just gonna have to agree to disagree. We're gonna have to agree to disagree because
we scored less points per game with Brissett. That's even more limited.
He played real playoff contenders. Brissett would not lose to the Falcons or the Jags. He does not. It would not happen. Not with this team. Let that sink in
He might
for a
get
bit.
shut out against the Falcons or the Jags, man. That would be a disaster.
This is the reason
You
why
get shut out.
I
want you
want
to
to see
think about
Flores
something.
coach this team again.
We gave up 30 points in Atlanta, right? We gave up 27 points in Indianapolis. We gave up 31 points in Vegas. And
Banged up secondary
and we gave
all
up
early on.
And with the exception of the 23 points in Vegas, if we give up 25,
And we were
if we gave up 30 points, right? So I'd say that's at what? 30, 31, 27. That's what, 28, 29? That's an average of 29 points of those 3 games right there that our defense gave up.
You got to remember, early on in the season, we were banged up. Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, you know,
we were
dealing with that while Brissett was in it. So
the defensive philosophy
I know you
was
guys don't
different
want to
too.
hear it. It's hard to hear.
They
right
was playing
now.
a cupcake zone for the first half of the season.
Because
it's not hard to hear. It's just wrong.
It's not.
It is.
It's just wrong. Listen, John Christolakis hates Tua, and he is literally like, Pete, you're loud and wrong on this one. Even John Christolakis, and he does not like Tua at all.
So let me ask you.
I don't
can
like
I ask
Tua,
you guys a
and
question?
I don't like
Go ahead,
Flores
Batman.
He played
Go
this
ahead,
little
Batman.
game.
I sincerely want to
Right.
ask everybody a question because I know we right now our emotions are high, and you know we're already thinking about next season. Unfortunately, obviously, Tua had an atrocious game. Me being a Tua guy, I can admit it. It was a really bad game, but I blame a lot of things around the team. I want to blame a lot of coaching before I put blame on any of the players. The fact that, when Gasecki came out and said that there were no adjustments made because of the weather, I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Because, like, if you're going into a game, I went into Tennessee on Friday, and I already prepared myself just to go to the game on Sunday. So I'm looking at the weather constantly. You're telling me a football team that flew out on a Saturday didn't pay attention to the weather and didn't make adjustments for the weather? I think that's the biggest slap in the face I've ever seen in my life, from a team that wasn't prepared mentally to go into a game with that cold weather or prepare or get anything prepared for that reason. And that really rubbed me the wrong way, to be honest with you. But I got a question. So the question I want to ask everybody, not just us up here, but everybody in the comment section, going into next season, what would be ideally, who would you guys want at quarterback? Would you guys go with a Tua, Watson, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, or would you go in the draft?
Well, so Aaron Rodgers is not going to be available. Let's just
Aaron Rodgers.
I need to put that to bed right now.
It's not happening. Especially if he wins the Super Bowl this year. It's not happening.
With that being said, okay, here's my order. My order is Deshaun Watson 1 as long as his legal troubles are over.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins 2.
Oh, God.
Russell Wilson and Tua are tied for 3rd and 4th. Like, I put them in the same category. I'd be okay with either
you
one.
put Kirk Cousins above Russell Wilson.
I do, man.
Are there drugs in that?
Steven, I think you've been drinking a little bit too much this morning,
hey,
Steven.
guys,
Stop it.
So yesterday I said there's no way I'd want Kirk Cousins. And then I went and looked at Kirk Cousins' numbers. And guys, let me tell you, bro,
it's all right.
his numbers are crazy good.
What's his
contract?
Look, he's got Justin Jefferson as the win Thielen.
And we got Jalen Waddle. And if we put a good offensive line on the table, he would be just as successful here.
What's his contract?
Yes, but we need that second wide receiver, 3rd and 4th wide receiver.
Yeah, we do.
That's
But will we need to trade for him, or he's a
He
free
also
agent?
has Dalvin Cook.
Look, what you say, 1, 2, 3?
He also has Dalvin Cook.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. The big major one. Yeah, that's a major contributor.
What I'm saying is, I know as Aaron Rodgers might be the most unrealistic, but he's the only one that's going to be a free agent. Everyone else, you got to trade for.
So, I mean, look, 2 things. Number 1, I am okay giving up the farm for Deshaun Watson. I have no problem giving up the farm for him, as long as his legal troubles are over.
Right. I agree with you, Stephen D, on that one.
If they're not, then I don't want to touch him with a 10-foot pole.
Steven, let me ask you a question, because I brought this up on our show as far as the Watson trade. And if you guys can ask, if Houston pressed hard on us and Deshaun Watson's 100% cleared, and they really wanted to press, and they wanted picks, and they wanted us to throw either a Waddle or a Javon Holland in a trade, would you do it?
No way.
They have no leverage, Batman.
No way.
We have
No beverage.
So
Batman, they won't throw pairs.
once he clears, they know they can get a lot for him.
Right, they just want the 2 seconds and the 3 firsts. That's all they ask.
That's not even I'm not even going to go there. What I'm going to say is, let's say he clears, right? And let's say he clears, and teams are trading for him. I say minimum 3 first-round draft picks and maybe, Christian Wilkins
Gesicki.
or
You talking about if you adding a player?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you adding a player.
Yeah.
Give him Gesicki.
And if you're not adding a player, and I know I'm going to get creamed for this, I mean, if he clears all those charges, and he has to clear all those charges, that is the point of this. I mean, I'm okay with giving 5 first-round picks for him.
Me too.
Because the way I see it, I see a team like Philly. Philly's gonna trade the farm. They're gonna trade. So we're gonna be competing with them. If they want 3,
we're not trading with Philly no more.
I'll be real. I don't think they're gonna.
He already turned them down personally.
There's a no trade clause.
They announced that they're still going after a premier quarterback.
They're not. Deshaun Watson's not moving to Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Watson said he's going to Cleveland.
On ESPN, you'll see. Cleveland's going to be in the mix for Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson has a no trade clause.
That's just clickbait. 1, 2, 3. That's clickbait for ESPN. That's just to get the story going.
Same thing goes for Carolina.
He ain't going to no damn Cleveland.
Same thing goes for Philly. Deshaun Watson picks where he goes.
Yeah. Basically, they try to ignore that fact. I don't know why ESPN was starting this nonsense.
Saying that Philly's going to give the farm, it doesn't matter.
All right, so
they can give anything you want.
Hold on. Let me say this. What I will say is what I think will happen is, again, if he clears, and I have to keep on saying this in front of it. If he clears the charges, right? I think it's going to be 4 first-round picks and a player. I think it's going to be 4 first-round picks and a player.
That they've agreed. Well, but they've already agreed to terms already. They just have to execute the deal once he clears.
Crypto.
I don't think that's the case. This link, by the way, is only for EM. I'm putting this.
They was already on the doorstep, Batman. They've already did that on the eve of the trade line.
But I don't think anything's agreed. Until
I'm going to let Ennis come back up here.
But remember this. We're saying the hypothetical. The 3 and the 2 seconds was what was talked about when all these rumors started circulating. Once this man clears waivers, you're going to see people coming out of the woodwork throwing the farm at him. Now, a lot of people don't have the ammunition.
They will.
They don't have a lot of people don't have.
They don't have as much ammunition as we got.
You're right. And let me ask you: do you think I'm insane for saying 5 first-round draft picks or 4 first-round draft picks?
It's a lot, but no.
4 is reasonable. 4 is reasonable. 5 maybe. I don't know.
4 and Gesicki and Devonta Parker's fine.
Yeah, you got to give up Devontae Parker part of any deal. You just got to get rid of the guy. I didn't want him since 2018.
What's up, EM?
EM, what's going on, guys? And Gio.
Give me 1 second.
All right, hey, Ennis and Gio, what's up, gentlemen?
What up?
Go ahead, Ennis.
Ennis got that nice sweater.
I was trying to get up here for that comment talking about the Raiders that he couldn't do it. They shut down the RPO. We didn't run the RPO with Shane Gailey last year. So what was he talking about? Like, that was what I came up here for, that comment. Like, it's just me the comments y'all let fly.
Because the offense he was running.
We all the way
back.
Yeah, you're right.
Pete's not even here, man.
Pete does that without there.
I just said that's why I came up here. I just said that.
Ennis, do you have final thoughts of the day?
The fuck? Bye. I just said why I came up here.
Ennis.
I just said that when I started why I came up here.
Ennis, don't get mad at me. I'm just messing with
you, because then you act like you yelling and checking me or something. And you calm your voice down.
Ennis, I love you, bro. I'm just messing with you. Ennis.
It's okay. It's all right.
Ennis.
Pete will be back. Pete will be back.
I'm your boy. All right, come on, man.
I hear you.
All right,
I'm listening.
I'm making sure you're good with me. That's all. I'm trying to get
you can never get on my bad side, Steven. I ain't mad at nobody. I'm not mad at F. I don't got an issue. I don't have an issue with F. He think I do, but I don't.
Hey, Ennis.
All right, go. Yeah, who was talking? Was that?
I was gonna say, Ennis, man, you can't get mad with that fresh hoodie on, man. You can't get mad, man. Come on. You got that fresh hoodie on.
Good
point,
that
hoodie does look nice, Ennis. That hoodie does look nice.
Yeah.
And so I apologize if you thought I was just trolling you in the comments, but I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you for changing your mind. I can't get mad at nobody changing their mind. That ain't me. I told y'all that all the time. Y'all allowed to have your own opinion Like I have my own opinion. I don't ask nobody to take my opinion and run with it. If you don't, you don't. Like y'all opinions ain't paying my bills, so I don't get mad at nobody's opinion.
I have no problem with people changing their opinion.
Ennis, man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna put it out here right here. I love you, brother. And you know what? I will go to war for you, man. Your family, you're Ken, you're a Dolphins fan, you're my brother, dude. But listen, I have emotional issues, man. I get hyped up about things. No, you don't. And
You're perfectly fine.
And I take a lot of
There's
things
nothing
the wrong
wrong
way.
with you,
And
Epps.
I take a lot of things the wrong way. And if I ever do take things the wrong way to anybody on this panel, please let me know, Steven. If I ever overstep my boundaries or anything, please, Steven, I want you to put me on blast. Because
today, I just let you.
I'm
that's
not
exactly
only
what happened
emotional
today.
about the Dolphins. I'm emotional about everything. Like if my girl doesn't put butter, in my grits, I'm like, here's the butter.
EM, stop it. EM,
you know what I'm saying? So
why is everybody so emotional, man?
Because it's the end of the year.
I'm talking about me personally.
Epps, hold on, Epps.
You know me, I never get emotional.
That's the biggest troll.
Y'all need to take a page out of EM Dolphins fans. EM Dolphins fans book. I never get emotional.
Steven,
no, we're going to take a page out your book, Em. We're going to say to the idiots in the comments section, to those idiots in the comments section.
Yeah. Steven, I just want you to know.
You guys got to get off your feelings. You got to get off your feelings.
You're good, Epps. You're good.
Okay, I just want you to know that,
man. I'm getting that put on a T-shirt. You idiots in the comments.
It is. What's good, bro? What's good, man?
Out trying to, get some money. You know how we do, hit corners. You know how it is.
Hey, we're going to have to hook up real soon, bro. I got a little time.
I'm waiting on you. You got my number. I don't got yours. I'm like, damn, bro, don't call me for the conversation.
Man, hey, I told you to hit me up. I don't have your number, bro. I told you to hit me up on Twitter.
I put it in the chat. Remember that day? I put it in the chat.
Oh, yeah, and also, Ennis, I went to your MySpace thing, and I couldn't get in.
Jose said, I'd like to donate $5 for EM to stay out of the comments section. Do I need to elaborate?
Good luck with that one. You've been even a lot of donations, boy.
Hey, EM,
you better have at least $1,000 on the side.
Yeah, and also, Ennis, I tried to go to your MySpace show. I tried to go to your MySpace show, but the link didn't.
Did you just say MySpace? Did you just say
MySpace? That's why.
I got you.
That's why
it's Twitter Space.
MySpace don't exist.
Right.
I don't
it's
know,
Twitter
man.
Space, not MySpace. You definitely ain't gonna get it.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like I was on Black Planet the other day, man. Let me tell you something.
From 2002 to like 2006, I didn't know where I was.
Y'all don't remember Black Planet? Who remembers Black
Planet?
Oh yeah,
I do.
Send me a text and I'll send you the link next
back,
time I do it. Straight to your phone.
Black Planet was awesome.
Hey,
yeah, it was.
I was just looking at something. Because a lot of people are saying 4 first and 5 first rounders is insane.
I know.
Look,
for what? For what? What are you talking about here?
But before we get into it, look, we traded for Ricky. When we traded for Ricky was a monster coming out, Heisman Trophy winner, and the Saints traded the entire draft to get him. So we ended up trading 2 firsts, to get him, right? And you get 2 firsts and a 4th, right? I believe. So my thing is, obviously the quarterback position is worth substantially like double, triple what that is, right? So when you look at that perspective, in 2002, that being a trade, and that's so far along, you had 2 firsts for a player. I don't think 3, 4, maybe even 5 is out of the realm. It's not.
4 first-round picks, Devonta Parker or Gesicki. I would do
that
deal right now.
I would go. I
agree with you, Batman. It's not out of the realm.
I think 3 firsts, 2 seconds, and a player or 2 will get it done. But I would go to for Deshaun Watson as long as he, he cleans up his legal issues. I would pay for a first-round pick for him.
Shake Money said this is for EM swear jar in advance. Great show.
Let's all do that situated. He has to have he has to have his last 4 cases cleared up. Let's get that out of the way. He has to have his last 4 cases cleared up. I think we all
I will say
on that.
this. Hey, right. I will say this though, bro, in terms of him settling and cleaning up those issues, I mean, they made a lot of progress, bro.
They already got 18 done.
This looks like it's
Right.
pretty imminent. I think
18
Yeah,
other 20.
and he just was
I
shown
think
in
this deal
public
gets done.
in a happy relationship with
So,
his girlfriend.
I will reserve
Well,
my judgment till March because the
March 15th is the deadline.
March 15th is the deadline, and so I will
Well,
reserve.
can't you
my
start
judgment
trades
till
at the
March.
Super Bowl?
No, but
Yeah, you can
but
initiate them.
we still don't know.
You're right. You can announce them. Yeah.
We
but
still
you
don't
can't
know if
close
he's
it.
going to be suspended 1 game, 6, or the year. We don't know that either. So
We don't even know if he's
No,
getting
that won't
suspended.
happen until after
Let me
the.
ask you a question.
What you
If
call
he
it,
gets cleared of all the charges,
then he's not getting
does
suspended
he still
He might
get
even not get
suspended?
suspended.
I think he gets 6
I
games no
don't-
matter what.
because the new
no,
agreement, the new
I think
term.
I think what's going to happen. I think he might. I think they'll like the year he sat out this year. I think if he does get, if the NFL does suspend him or whatever, I think they'll use this year
Time
as
served.
right, and he might get. I don't think it's going to be 6 games. I think what he'll wind up getting is probably no more than 2. Is what I think.
Right,
I
because
think they're
this
going to
year
factor
will
in.
count
Right,
that
I
he
think
sat
they're-
out.
they're-
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but we'll see. But it looks like I will say this, and it's unfortunate, bro. That divorce is coming between, Tua and, the organization,
Flores.
man. Because
Yeah, it's
what
sad,
I'm
man. It
hearing,
didn't work out.
what I'm
I
hearing,
wish
what
it
I'm
did. It
hearing,
didn't work out.
what I'm hearing behind, I mean, it's like, bro, there's a major
Man, I might
disconnect.
let you host the morning show, bro. I'm just saying.
I wish, man, but I can't, man.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You can let me
Hey,
know
look,
your days
Steven,
off.
what about me, Bud? Let me take
Yeah.
over here.
No, because then everybody would be getting to a fight 5 minutes into it.
I'm actually
Hey.
we're gonna try to
Let
do
me
a show.
drive this car, Steven.
Hey, EM,
What's good, bro?
but did Reason tell you what his sources said out of Houston, though?
Mm-mm.
He said his source told him the lawyers in Houston are saying that he is looking like he's going to get indicted, though, on the criminal side.
Where did he say that?
Last night on his show, when him and Ball Game was doing the All 22.
Well, I heard the last 4 cases may go to the grand jury. Not an indictment yet, but it may be seen by the grand jury.
But see, it's not a matter of okay.
Indictment is a charge, not a guilty, not a guilty conviction.
But
that's
what
the difference.
But what people are not they're not realizing is what is he getting indicted for?
That's the key.
What he's getting, what the charges that potentially could indict him on is indecent assault or something like that, which amounts to. And again, I'm not minimizing what he did.
You could get indicted for a misdemeanor.
It's a misdemeanor. Yeah, you can get indicted for a misdemeanor. So, but no, I talked to Reason. He mentioned that. Interesting. But
yeah, he said that last night on his show.
Yeah. So, but
who's that ugly guy? Who's that ugly guy standing next to me? So short.
The short guy.
Is that Andrevius?
Oh.
I did a quick photo dump on my social media from this year. It was pretty good.
Guys,
Gio, y'all doing the show after this?
we are, homie.
All right, I'll be there. I gotta go.
All right, well,
Love y'all.
All right, bro.
Salute.
Good. You
Hey,
guys,
Steven, real quick, bro. I just wanted to.
Yeah. Go ahead, Gio.
My bad, bro. I just wanted to remind everybody what the Rams traded for Matthew Stafford.
What was that?
I forgot about that.
It was 2022 first round, a 2023 first round, and a 2021 third.
So just a 1/3 and 2 first.
So my question to you is:
So yeah, 4 first round
where do
picks
you
is
rank
reasonable.
Stafford as best on the quarterbacks in the NFL?
Top 15.
I would say top 15. Top 15, closer to top 10 though. You know,
And where would you rank Deshaun Watson?
I would Watson compared to his last year being played. I would say top 5. I'm not gonna lie. You know, his numbers were just.
You got to consider age as well. Stafford is over 30.
Watson
is 26 years old.
So let's say a 2 first and a third.
Here's the
Right?
thing,
2 first and a third.
we have 2 first round picks coming up.
right?
No, we have one this year, and we have two in 2023.
Yes.
Okay. So give up the one this year and the two for next year, and I'm sure you don't have to give another.
Oh no.
You're gonna have to give up at least 3 first-round picks for Watson.
They're gonna want
I
to.
said that's a minimum. I said that's a minimum.
Also, all indictments don't lead to jail time, and all indictments don't lead to conviction.
I'll be perfectly honest. What I would rather do is say, I'll give you the Miami Dolphins next 3 years of number 1 picks, and that still leaves us with a first-round pick next year.
And we still we're gonna get some compensation for Tua too. So
Houston,
right, you right. That's what I was saying, Batman. You offset some of the stuff you're giving up.
Might get a first-round pick for
no, I think so.
and that dilutes the trade.
I'm gonna tell, hey,
what we
I'm
giving
gonna
up.
I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Don't be expecting a first-round pick in return for Tua, bro.
I got you. You know who's
We'll
gonna
get
give
some
one
seconds.
up?
We'll get 2
you know
seconds.
Who's gonna give one up?
No, don't.
New Orleans will give up.
Keep going down. Keep going down. Because allegedly,
second.
Allegedly, when
if Josh Rosen got a second rounder,
Exactly.
Hang on.
Yeah, he's
Hang
a
on,
minimum
Steven.
second.
Are you ready?
Hang
I'm gonna
on,
tell you the
hang
team.
on.
I'm gonna tell you the
Good
team.
point.
You know who?
Hang on, I'm not.
Pittsburgh
Who?
Steelers.
Oh, I
Pittsburgh
already-
Steelers.
yeah, I
And
said
they got a
bro.
late
They will
first.
give
They
up
got a late
a
first.
first or second.
They will trade it for Tua and pair him up with Najee and Fitzpatrick. And Mike Tomlin would love that. I guarantee that.
Tua is not
That's
even.
a
If you
good
look
point.
at the type of quarterbacks that in Pittsburgh are very big on prototypes at every position. If you look at historically the type from a physical standpoint, the type of quarterbacks that they prefer, Tua doesn't fit that mold. I'll be shocked if he go there. Actually, me personally.
So this is
New
what I
Orleans
think is going to happen.
will be the ideal spot.
New Orleans. Listen to me. New Orleans. Let's put this in perspective. You ready? New Orleans, Pittsburgh Steelers, and
Carolina.
Not Washington. Carolina will be in the market for him.
Carolina are 3 teams, right? So now let's take those 3 teams and maybe Houston too. So let's say 4. Let's say Houston because I'm not sold on Mills, right? So let's say Houston. So now let's take 4 quarterbacks. We got Deshaun Watson. We're going to have Russell Wilson probably be available. Kenny Pickett is going to be a rookie, and he'll probably start if he goes to the right place.
They won't be able to get him, bro.
I hear you. And then the 4th quarterback there is probably maybe Kirk Cousins if he becomes available. Maybe or in Tua. And then Tua, right? So there's 4. There's Tua, right? So now you got those 4. Let's see where they end up. And wherever Deshaun Watson goes, whether that's us, Pittsburgh, or New Orleans, because I think that's one of the 3 places he ends up. He either ends up in one of those 3 places. At that point, what will happen is you will see all the other dominoes take effect. And then you'll see somebody like, I personally think Kenny Pickett ends up in Pittsburgh or New Orleans. And the reason I say that is I think those 2 teams are going to trade up to try to get him because I see Sean Payton and Mike Tomlin both wanting somebody like Kenny Pickett to restart their franchise with. But the Dolphins are not in a rebuild or restart mode. We need to bring an asset in now to get this team to the next level. And that asset is Deshaun Watson. As long as he's cleared of the charges. That's what I think.
I hear you.
Well then.
I hear you. But yeah, I hear you, man. I just want to resolve, bro. I want to resolve as soon as possible. I don't want this to be lingering on. Either make a decision and go forward, bro. Because I don't want to be in a situation. I want to be in a position where we're hitting the ground running on all cylinders in OTAs, not training camp, OTAs, bro.
Hey, Steven, I wanted to mention about Kirk,
that's the ideal situation.
Cousins is under a contract for 1 more year, and his cap hit is 45
Is StreamYard having issues or what?
No. So, what? Not with me. There's no issues here.
$45 million for Cousins.
$45 million cap hit for Cousins next year.
So this is what I think.
So basically, Watson is cheaper than Cousins.
So this is what happens though, right? So he's up for 1 year. He's up for 1 year, right? So what'll happen is They're going to go to him and they're going to sit him down and they're going to say, hey, look, do we want to re-sign Kirk Cousins? And if Kirk Cousins says, they don't come up with a number, right? And by the way, history shows that when Kirk Cousins' time up, he leaves. He doesn't stay in that place. He goes where the money is. I don't think Minnesota pays him that number. And I think they go to these other teams and say, give us a trade offer. Give us something in return that we can, and we'll eat some of that $45 million.
So maybe they could get a Parker maybe in a deal with them. That's what you're saying?
100%. So I think that Kirk Cousins doesn't stay in Minnesota. Now, I could be totally wrong, but I don't see Kirk Cousins leaving. Like I see him leaving because his track record's shown that he's left everywhere he's gone.
Right. And they're going to want to get something out of him. Yeah, and they're going to want to get something out of him.
100%.
They're about to fire the coach anyway, so they might be in a situation where they're going to hit the reset button, bro.
Exactly, bro. Took the words out.
Oh, Gio, bro, you were messing up bad. You were messing up bad, Gio.
I'll text
him. Yeah. All right, I got Miami football talk back here. I'm gonna let him on for a minute. What's up, Miami football talk?
What's up, brother? Bro? What's up?
Long time no see, man.
Yeah, man.
Good,
I've been gone for a little while.
Hey, did you finally get a package?
You know what? I get it today.
You get it today?
I get it today. Yes, I do.
Bro,
it comes in between 2 and 3 o'clock.
I already thought you would have got it.
It comes in today between 2 and 3 o'clock. So thank you, sir.
No, you're welcome, bro. I'm sorry it took 15 months for it to come.
It happens, man. It happens.
Hey,
you know?
What are your thoughts about the all-season quarterback moves for the Dolphins, man?
I don't want to jump the gun and say we need to get rid of him. I've said it from the start. I've always said the same thing. I think that Tua is a year 3 guy. I think the growth that he's had since he started the league is eminent, obviously. You can see it. A lot of people say he's got this dink and dunk or whatever, but, you know, to each his own opinion. I think that the guy deserves 1 year, another year, and we'll take it from there. Now, having said that, if the option becomes available to be able to pick up the person you cannot name, then
Baltimore.
Obviously, you have to jump. You have to jump on that. I mean, that's a given.
All right, hey man, let's let me go ahead and I want to wrap up the show, and I want to give Miami sports fanatics a chance to go on their platform and do their thing today. 1, 2, 3, 4 EPs, man. Hey, get back up here so I can do final thoughts of the day with you. 1, 2, 3, 4 EPs, man. Final thoughts of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4 EPs. EPs. I guess EPs doesn't want to talk.
I think he said he went away.
Oh, he went away? All right, I'll just leave him in the back room. All right, crypto, man. Final thoughts of the day.
Oh, good show, Stephen. Yeah, it's been a wild week. We all ended our season, went from going into the playoffs. We get handed the keys to our own car to drive, and we drive it right back into the ditch. Thanks a lot to the Dolphins franchise. It's all in the span of 1 week. I mean, it's like 72 hours, you know, because the Monday night game was in. The next thing you know, 90 some hours later, bam, we're back into the ditch.
Dude, I was so excited after that Monday night game, too. I was so excited.
And all in the span, we go from the 7th seed to just completely eliminated, not with a chance to go to the playoff. I mean, just totally, completely eliminated. That's just ridiculous. How do you go from controlling your own destiny 2 years in a row with needing only to win 1 game, and then all of a sudden you're out in week 17, which is the death of the franchise? You know, I think they're going to move on from make a quarterback change. I think they will. Like you said, the priorities of the quarterback, I kind of agree with you on. As far as Deshaun clearing his thing, we can go after him. And then in that order, I will put Kirk Cousins further down the list. You know, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is coming here because honestly, they could win the Super Bowl this year, and he's not leaving Green Bay if he wins the Super Bowl.
I'm telling you right now, he doesn't. I don't even think that's the case. I think they have repaired that relationship, and that's based on
with him and
watching
Devontae Adams.
and the coach too. And so I think that
he wants to submit his legacy there.
He ain't going nowhere.
100%. But I watched the Pat McAfee show, and he's on every Tuesday on Pat McAfee's show, and you could just tell that he's happy there again. Like he's good there.
Right. They playing the right they playing the right kind of football to win
Which is funny because I never thought that they would repair that relationship, but they did.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's
it's
some
repaired, but them clinching home field advantage throughout the playoffs helps a lot too. So they pretty much in the driver's seat. It's theirs to lose. So I think he's staying there. So he's off the board anyways. Wilson is, it's because of his age. He's in his 30s. You never know how much longer you got left on him and how much you have to build around him. So I think technically the franchise in the back of their mind is saying Watson or bust. That's basically the direction they're going to go, as far as what they're doing, and I think they got enough back channel to know whether or not the charges will be serious enough that will lead to any jail time at all, or just a slap on the wrist like any big time famous person would have.
I don't think that this gets resolved till after March 15th. I don't think we're going to know anything till after March 15th.
After the deadline.
Yeah.
At least.
Well, yeah, that's a possibility because those you got 4 holdouts. It's 4 holdouts. So, you just never know. Right.
Hey,
that's true.
Crypto, real quick, because your name is Crypto and I like at least briefly talking about it. Any cryptocurrency that people need to put their eye on?
I just say stick with the big ones, man. I mean, stick with the ones that you plus always do your research, It can always go up or down. They real volatile. So I would say stick with what you know. Stick with the big ones, the Bitcoins, the Ethereums, the Cardanos, the Solanas, and all that. But just stick with the ones that's got a proven protocol and good use case. And the ones
Any Doge?
No, I'm not recommending any meme coins right now. I just say play with those for fun. I would say that I would say if you want to play for fun, go with the Shiba Inus and the Doges of the world. There's tons of them out there. Actually, Doge ain't the only meme coin out there, but there's tons of them out there you can have fun with just to get for learning purposes. Yes, that's a good one to do for learning, just to see how the market is, to see what's going on, just to get your feet wet, I would say. But for long term, I would say stick with the big ones, the ones that's got mass adoption, like the Bitcoins and Ethereums of the world.
Crypto, like you got like an Instagram or a page where people could talk to you, link up with you, and you could give advice on stuff like that, or no?
Yes. Well, I have a
Crystallakis.
Yeah. I got my Twitter. It's the same name, Crypto Dolphin. That one, and then that one I'm kind of switching over. I'm kind of putting everything over into that one from my Instagram. I haven't made a complete crypto Instagram, but I have a Twitter that I do in the Discord.
Crypto Dolphin.
Yeah, and in the Discord page. But yeah, I haven't switched all my Instagram over yet.
I live in a van down by the river.
Yeah.
Dolphin Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll follow you right now.
Look at that. Over here, getting people to follow. All right, brother. Appreciate it, Crypto. Be good, bro.
All right, Crypto.
All right, man.
All right. Hey, Andrevius, I don't know where you're at, but you were supposed to be the final thought person of the day. So get back up here, Andrevius. All right, Gio.
What's up, man? Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Definitely.
Better.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Dímelo, people. Que hola.
Que weta, Miguel Bing, forever.
Long time, bro.
You stayed in Cuba for like a month and a half.
No. Just a couple weeks.
Listen, man. Someone said it, bro. The Vikings are going to be in teardown mode. I'd rather go get Dalvin Cook than Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry, Stephen D. I love your list. I love your list. I'd rather go get Dalvin Cook And
I would love Dalvin Cook too. Yeah.
I would leave Kirk Cousins.
I'm not going to argue with you're not going to get an argument from me there.
One thing I'll say is this, man. Houston, if everything goes through with he who shall now be named Lord Voldemort, if he ends up going through, remember Ben Roethlisberger actually had rape allegations, and he, after clearing all that, only got 1 game suspension. So if that ends up going through and Watson is cleared, I don't think he'll be gone the whole year. You know, maybe a game or a few, just because they're going to revisit that Ben Roethlisberger situation. And it could be possible that he probably gets a slap in the wrist. If that ends up happening, I have a feeling Houston's going to want picks and a player. The player I think they're going to want to get is Xavier Howard. They need a defensive player. They need cornerbacks. And at this point, to be honest, I would be glad to give him up, man. It's just, you know, it is what it is. He's going to want more money anyways after this season ends. 3 first-round picks and Xavier Howard for Deshaun Watson is more than good.
More than good. All right. Hey, Gio, man, you're on one of the best podcasts in the world, Miami Sports Fanatic Show. You and my man, Batman2423, but keep doing your thing, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Hey, I got your package too, bro. I appreciate the love. You gave me a couple extra patches, bro. I'm going to have to give one away.
Hey, man, I did that because I wanted to show the love, and I'm sorry you had to wait so long.
No, you do, bro. It was my mistake. It was my mistake. So you're all good. Love the show as always. Keep it up. Remember, guys, come over to Miami Sports Fanatic as soon as Stephen D is done here with Clock Blockers, and we'll keep the conversation rolling.
Keep the conversation rolling, getting 24 hours worth of Dolphins talk. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, Gio. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, Gio.
All right. Miami football talk.
What's up, primo?
My guy. Go ahead, man. Final thoughts of the day.
Wow. I haven't done one of these in a long time, huh?
I know. It's been a while.
Final thoughts. Don't jump into conclusions. Take it day by day. Relax. See the whole picture. Don't think that one change is going to make the world of a difference. Change is good, but sometimes change is also bad.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely take everything with a grain of salt. And if so be it, then I guess we'll be champions next year, like Andravia says.
I know. I like it. That's what he says. I agree with you. Hey, man, I miss you. I know you were away for a while, but it sounds like you're back. I don't know if you're going to get back into the swing of things on your channel, but I hope that you do.
No, I definitely am. Definitely want to speak off air if possible.
Yeah, man, we could definitely do that. I'll hit you up in the next day or two.
All right, definitely. All right, brother.
bro.
Much love.
Easy.
Love you, buddy.
Yep. See ya. Be easy. All right, let me bring on my man Batman2423, and hopefully Andrevius comes back too.
Appreciate it, Steven. So yeah, we're jumping on right now. We're gonna do a quick show, a little bit after, kind of like the.
Put the link in the chat.
I gotta log on to my StreamYard, so let me see if I can do it now. But yeah, like I said, it's a little bit about the aftermath, and luckily we were able to get you and Larry on Monday to get some content. As far as fan base is disappointed, pissed off. So we're just trying to give a little content. So right after here, we're gonna start the show. And we encourage people to jump on panel show, jump on, obviously keep it courteous, no swearing, no talking down on anybody, but much love. Appreciate it, Steven. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. And
I go back to the doctor tomorrow. I'm not quite 100% over it yet, but it kicked my butt, man. It kicked my butt. I had a rough, 10 days, 11 days, and I'm still not out of the woods yet. So.
Yeah, it was rough. Like I prior to going to Tennessee, I hadn't been home in almost like 8 days, So it was like I was away from home, and it's almost like 2 weeks out of the house. So coming home yesterday from the flight, getting home almost at 2 in the morning to go to work yesterday. So today, I was like, I'm gonna sleep in. I wanted to tune in as soon as you got on live today, but I was dead tired, man. I was exhausted.
Dude, I'm thinking about pushing my show back to 9 a.m. because I don't know if I can do 8 a.m. right now.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is, man. It's tough to do it, but I think in the off season I'm gonna push it back to 9 a.m. I haven't decided yet anything or not, but yeah.
But thank you for having me on. Again, just join Miami Sports Fanatic Show on YouTube, and much love. Like I said, I encourage everyone.
Man, you're the man, bro. You're the man.
You're the man, man. You're the man. I appreciate it, Steven. All right, Andrevius.
All right, Batman 2423. All right, we've had a lot of fun today, sir. You and I. Cheers to you, mate. Cheers to you. No, you gotta do it like this. You gotta. Hold on. Let me bring it over. There we go. You ready? Cheers. Cheers to you, my friend.
Can you hear me?
I can, man. Final thoughts of the day.
Oh, okay. My headphones died, and usually my sound is trash without them. Anyways, final thoughts of the day. It was a great show. There was some interesting back and forths going on. I had to sit back and sip my tea, a little bit of whiskey.
Actually, wait, before you do your final thoughts, we have 2 slots left for this giveaway. $25 per slot. Donate to the channel for these slots. Frank Gore autographed jersey, JSA certified, as well as the Ricky Williams autograph 8x11. 2 slots
Hold
left.
on, I want the Ricky Williams thing. Hold on.
2 slots left. And if you do it through PayPal or Cash App, I give you an extra slot for free.
Okay, I'll figure out how to do this Cash App thing. The link is in there, right? Wait, what's your Cash App?
I just put it in. MSM Podcast Network.
Okay.
$sign MSM Podcast Network.
And
if more people donate towards the end, I'm going to add everybody who donates $25 or more to it. And remember, a portion of all the proceeds raised are going to go towards the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. So let's make 2 more slots. Go. I apologize. Go ahead. Hit the like
that's cool. It's cool. I'm just saying. With all that being said, you guys have thoroughly convinced me today that we're going to get Watson in the offseason. Everything's going to be fine. He's going to get rid of all these charges. It's going to be good. And, y'all said, hey, he fixes everything. We don't need an O-line. We don't need elite receivers. We don't need an elite defense. He just makes it happen. So, fuck it. Screw it. We're going to the Super Bowl next year.
Look at you.
We're going to the Super Bowl next year, baby. Hey, listen. Super Bowl or bust.
Super Bowl or bust. Let's do it. We've said that for 30 years of our lives.
Listen, if we get Watson next year, we got to go to the Super Bowl. It's okay. At least the AFC Championship. Would I be wrong if I say we have to go to the AFC Championship at minimum? Am I wrong for that?
I think that shout out to
with
Pete
all
the
things they told me.
And he just sent me money on PayPal. I appreciate that, Pete. I want to win a playoff game. I think, like I said. So I said that. So look, I'm glad you brought this up. Right? I said this year. I said, look, we need to win a playoff game. If we win a playoff game, then it was a successful season. I don't think that this was necessarily a successful season, but I'm not upset. Right? Like I'm not livid. I'm disappointed. I'm sad. But I'm not upset. So next year, I think if we win if we win a playoff game, I want to win the division and win a playoff game. That's what I want to do. I want to win the division and win a playoff game.
We got to be a top.
But we got to get past Buffalo.
We got to be a top 2 seed in the AFC. We got to be in the media. They talking about us being a contender for the Super Bowl. We got to at least get to the AFC Championship, or it's a failure. It's a failure. Watson masked all our problems.
Too much pressure, sir. Too much pressure.
Watson masked all our problems. That's what y'all told me. That's what I've been told for over a year now. He masked all the issues. So with that being said, if we don't go to at least the AFC Championship, it's a failed season.
Pete says next year with a better quarterback, we taking the division title.
Bare minimum. What is wrong with you people? What is this bare minimum stuff we're talking?
I mean,
division title. We won that in 2008 with Chad Pennington. Come on. Come on, guys.
2008 with Chad Pennington. I love it. I mean,
we
that's
did
true.
that in 2008 with Chad Pennington. We need Watson. 13 wins. 13 wins at least.
So there are people that want me to play the Tua song. Should I play the Tua song?
Tua song. Play it.
Now I need people to donate in order for me to play this song. I need some big donations in order for me to play the Tua song. Because he didn't do anything for me to deserve to play the Tua song. I just know I got people that want me to play it. That needs to happen. Tua sad goodbye song. Yes. No. Big donations in order for me to play the song. That's it. That's it. Because his play did not deserve me playing the song.
Oh yeah, Tua definitely played bad on Sunday.
Yeah,
definitely played bad.
If you want me to play, you gotta pay. You want me to play?
Gotta pay to play. Gotta pay to
play. All right, man. Where can people find you on social media and all that good stuff? And give me like some sort of 594 says, feed the fans, Steven. Feed the fans. And give me some sort of words of wisdom before you leave, sir.
Words of wisdom. I'm not good at that. I'm good at trolling people and being mean. Hold on.
And drinking.
Words of wisdom. I'm sorry to all you people who live up north and you're dealing with snowstorms and stuff right now.
Yeah, I have snow right now. I have snow.
Yeah, on top of the Dolphins not making the playoffs, your life sucks. I'm just gonna be honest. For the people who don't, you actually live in sunny South Florida like me. Hey, stop being so depressed.
Stop rubbing it in.
Stop being so depressed. Go outside. We have weather where we can still go to the beach right now. Come on, guys.
I know.
Beach,
I
get some drinks, beautiful women.
Now.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're into other things. Hey, they got the other things. Ask the offensive
line
coach
everything
about it.
They got a little bit of everything for everybody. No discrimination.
Ask Dan Marino and the offensive line coach what you can get into down here. There's all type of stuff you can get into, man. It's a lot going on, man. It's a beautiful world outside. Just when the Dolphins lose, yes, we're allowed to be sad. But after a while, you got to get over it, baby. It's too much beautiful things in the world. Too many beautiful women. If you got families, you love on your family. Your family don't want to see you miserable. I'm just saying that. Do it for your family. Do it for your family. For family. Let's just try to be happy. Life's good. Family. Y'all say we getting Watson and we win in the Super Bowl. Life's good. We got things to look forward to, baby. All we got to do is survive this COVID stuff, and we can see a Super Bowl next year.
Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. That's what y'all are. Y'all are hilarious. All right, bro. Swear jar for you today. I don't even know what your tally's up to, but you definitely owed a swear jar today. But I had fun drinking with you, man. This was fun. Cheers to you, mate. Cheers to you, mate. Here's to you. All right, Andrevius. Love you, brother. Be good.
Love you. Have a good one.
I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I'm not playing that song though unless there's a couple big donations made. Make it happen. And I got to pay to play. I do want to give a big shout out to everybody that was on the panel today. It was a great panel. Had Larry come through, Miami football talk, D1, great one, DeVore. It was good. It was so good. So that's good stuff. We did raise a lot of money today, so I appreciate the donations to the channel. Thank you. One more spot left for this bad boy. Level 2 Noob says, I love tacos. I love tacos too. But it's not Taco Tuesday. It's Wildin' Out Wednesday. But yeah. Keep your head up. It's going to be okay. We're going to sweep the Patriots. It's going to be amazing. Swear jar. Super Bowl with Watson, at least 4 or 5 of them, matter of fact. Play my guy's song, though. No, I can't do it just for that. That was swear jar money from you today. That ain't play the Tua song money. That ain't play the Tua song money. I'll cue it up just in case somebody gets right before I get out of here. I'll cue it up. But I don't know if y'all are gonna get it. I don't know. If y'all gonna get this one. Nope. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it yet. Y'all gotta pay to play. I'm gonna tease y'all. Anyways, tomorrow morning, Thursday, Throwback Thursday. Do it with my man. Hopefully, I'll do it with my man OG Triple OG D-Dub tomorrow. That should be good to go. And if not, we'll still do a great thing. He said, "Help me." Big trip. Y'all are funny. Yeah. Needs to be a big donation. A big donation. I'll play the song. I'll play the song for you. Otherwise, though, I mean, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it based on his play. Man, bump Tua this Watson team now, baby. Y'all are funny, man. I had a great time with y'all today. I hope y'all had a good time, too. Please go follow me on social media at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Von94 says, I hope Solo D's working on a Watson song already. I need that. Y'all are funny, man. Y'all are hilarious. Hilarious. I can keep my money and you won't. Win-win, Level 2 Noob says. Love Level 2 Noob. Level, I really need you to come on the panel one day. You have to come onto the panel one day. All right, I was trying to stay on for you. I can't do it, though. I got to be a man of my word. I can't do it. So, we'll just have to see tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow somebody will pay to play. One more. By the way, there is one more $25 donation slot available. One more. Fill that bad boy up. If you donate on Cash App and PayPal, I'll even add an extra slot for you into the drawing, to the giveaway, to that Frank Gore bad boy. At Dre at underscore Dre 18X. You need to have like a better Twitter and IG handle. Like I need like Dravy at Andre Dolphan or Andrevius Dolphan or DWA Andrevius. You need a better social media handle, Andrevius. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm out. This was great fun today. I will see y'all tomorrow bright and early. Actually, not bright and early. I'll see y'all when I wake up tomorrow. Throwback Thursday tomorrow will be a great show. Make sure y'all do that. It should be a lot of fun. This has been the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clack Blackers right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Y'all have a good day. Peace.